I think I want to start with thug equivalents over here. Let me stop. I'm playing.
Why is my name Thug Equivalents?
I know I'm playing. Taja, I want to start with you though for this one, okay?
Barbie
right.
on a podcast.
Huh?
It's Barbie.
Oh, Barbie. Well, I'm sorry. Sorry about your alias, my bad. Barbie, I want to start with you on this one. Okay. In recent months, weeks, whatever case, you heard what happened to Sean P. Diddy Combs, you see what's going on with him, locked up, he got a lot going on. I want to ask this question, I want your honest opinion, and I want you to explain your opinion and why. Is P. Diddy a monster? I see this recurring theme all throughout social media and all through the, pundits on all of these, shows and, these reporters, and everybody it has this recurring theme that P. Diddy is a monster, okay? Do you think P. Diddy is a monster? Explain why.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. Yes, my answer to your question, yes, I do. And I think the word monster is crazy. Now, I know that's the word that they're using. I think that he's a horrible person. That's like what I would, say. But the reason why I think he's a horrible person, I can't say anything about all the allegations. I can't say what's true and what's false. Like, that's not for me to decide until there's, actual proof. But we all saw that video of him beating Cassie while she was literally running for her life out of that hotel. That's enough for me to be like, that's a horrible person. Like, he literally beat the crap out of that girl and then dragged her back to a hotel room. Enough for me to be like, yeah,
he's a monster.
I would never want to be around that nigga. What the fuck? That's wild.
Okay.
That's wild.
All right. Tiana. All right. I'm gonna ask you the same question. Is P. Diddy a monster?
He is a monster. He's not only a monster, he a nasty monster. He nasty. I've been trying to look for baby oil at the Dollar Tree for the past 5-6 months.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to figure out where is all this baby oil, like,
that was
the
actually
one store.
Ecstasy. Anyway.
That is a rumor.
That is a rumor.
That's a rumor. Okay. So,
but yeah, he
allegedly.
Just like the court cases I've been seeing and what Barbie said about Cassie, I was like, yeah, that's way too far. And then Justin Bieber got into the mix. There's like so many artists that is part of Diddy's crew, and like with the white parties that he has with the slip and slide baby oil. Nope.
Okay.
Like, no,
all right.
Absolutely
we have white parties.
Not the slip and slide.
We have white parties. He has a slip.
Yeah,
he got all of that. Does that make him a monster because he had freak offs? Okay, I understand what you said about Cassie. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Does that make him a monster? Okay, I want to get Brianna. I want to get your point of view on it. Does it make him a monster?
For me, yes, because he did more than one thing, and not only that, but everything that he did was calculated. He's very strategic on how he was doing everything. He's not a good person. But it's just the way that he went about a lot of things. He tried to keep it under wraps. He was very strategic in how he moved and how he had everything. I seen the video with Cassie. I didn't really like it because of course he's dragging the girl, but stop. It's just like things like that is not cool. It's not cute, honestly. And not only that. It's just like I seen videos, a plethora of videos of things that happen with him and Justin Bieber, and him with Usher, and then him with a few other people. And not only that, but as of right now, I think he has about 152 accusations against him right now, if I'm not
Civil
mistaken.
Cases, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a lot going against him. I don't know. If I was him, I would probably flee the country.
I would probably run.
Okay.
I'd be worried.
I'll probably run.
I'd be pretty worried.
Oh wait, didn't he try to do that?
That's one thing I agree with you in. That nigga should have
They
ran.
raided his house.
But they should have ran.
They did.
That's why I don't understand with women or even people. If you believe that he's a monster, then you want him to serve his time. Like, I don't want him to run. You dig? I want you to stay right here.
Russell Simmons got low.
And they
That man
confiscated
should
his
have
baby
ran.
oil.
He should have held theirs. I agree with you on
I
that
seen them
one.
pictures when he was sitting in his backyard. He was stressed.
No, yeah.
He was
I-
stressed
I-
with them papers in his hand. He said,
Not only that, but did y'all see that allegedly they found somebody in one of them cages that I'm guessing he's into like the cage
that
cage
man into
thing
anything and
or locking
everything.
people
He's
in
into
like the
everything
little
and
animal
anything.
cages. Y'all
try
heard
it
that?
Right.
Oh, she's here.
Yay!
Right. She hooked your head up, girl.
Yeah.
She took it old
Fly.
school.
Fly.
Doobies and pins.
Fly.
Doobies and pins.
It's the bebe. We have the bebe.
All right, while we catch you up to speed.
Yeah, I look beautiful.
Thank you. So
Quana,
you.
of course, do your introductions. Quana's here, yay! Do your introductions and all of that, and then we're gonna catch you up to speed. But while we're doing that, I want you to fix this camera because it's a little crooked. It's going to the left and to the right. It's supposed to be going to the left, supposed to be going to the right. So this week I decided to go with dedicated cameras.
Okay.
Camera on us, camera on them.
Oh!
It's
Careful,
like you do a
careful.
booby trapping this shit.
His dress look nice. Whoever did them shits hooked them shits up.
His is, what's that?
Them shits look fire.
Yeah, he do his thing. He do his thing.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah, he is. No.
He's a crumble cookie.
Hey yo, don't get me started, please. Before you start bashing on crumble
You might have to.
on live. Start bashing on crumble.
Home. You messed that camera up. All right, Quana, go ahead. Give him your introductions and all of that good stuff
Okay.
so we can get to the good stuff.
Well, it's your girl Quana Tatted, and we're on the DJ Focus podcast. We back. I miss you guys. I'm happy to see all you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, and comment. Show us love. Right now, this Sunday at Tipsy's, I'm having a Halloween contest party, so make sure you guys pull up at Tipsy's Sunday from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Pull up, dress sexy, ladies. Fellas, put on your best costume, and we're going to pick a winner. And yeah, each and every Sunday I'm at Tipsy's Bar and Lounge. I have a couple other things going on, but I don't got the flyers and stuff out for that yet, so just follow me.
I'm coming to the Halloween party.
You are?
I'm coming.
Right, I'm bringing all my
I already
girls,
said,
right?
don't come. I'm not
I'm
talking
bringing
to you.
all my
Sunday, you gotta
girls.
Pull up.
Tipsy's is close to my house, so it's not that far from me.
We outside on Sunday.
I'm going all
Saturday.
the way. I'm shaving my dreads off. I'm coming as Michael
Alright,
Jordan.
alright.
So
Okay.
I'm
we?
so
I
I want the
believe it
money.
when I see it.
Nigga shave his
Word,
dreads off. I
Word,
want the
I
money.
believe it when I see
This
it.
is still recording, right? We
Yes,
all
yeah.
caught a glimpse
Right.
of him saying
Wait,
that,
can I
right?
So yeah,
Put some
listen,
money
we
on
gotta
it.
hold him accountable. If
Put
he's
some money on it.
$20.
No.
if you don't shave his
That was real.
All right, Talisha, I want to get to you now. Pick up the microphone, girl.
Hey yo,
Is P. Diddy a monster? I need to know these things. Is P. Diddy a monster?
I'm here.
Like just like Tasha said, like I'm not the judge of him. However, again, we're gonna see how what comes out and what doesn't. But judging by that video, somebody that was that bold to drag that young lady down the hallway like that says a lot. Somebody that's that comfortable doing that, and then when you look at, like I said, I'm not the person to judge him. But yeah.
So
That's
you
it.
think he's a monster?
Yo,
That's
All
not
right,
what
Quana,
I said.
Quana,
That's not
I
what
need
I
to
said.
know-
Let's be clear. That's not what I
that's
said.
not what she said. She said it's not for her to judge.
It's not
She
for
said
her to
that
judge,
It looks
but-
wild. It looks wild.
It looks
It's not-
wild. Okay, so
that's-
he's not a monster. I'm sorry.
That's not.
that's it.
Yes.
He's not. All right, so give it a second, but just go ahead and do the transition because I want to know. Quana, I need you to answer this question. Is P. Diddy a monster? Quana Teddy.
I would say we're all monsters in our books sometimes. 'Cause I could have definitely.
That's not.
before.
No.
In that video, he
That's
was
running.
a monster. I gotta say, in that video, he was a monster. So to say overall,
But we're all monsters, so
define
monsters
him,
in the dark.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know. Like he wasn't charged with anything. We don't know. That's just
In
what people are
the
saying.
dark.
There's no
We're all
evidence.
monsters
The
in
one
the
thing that
dark.
we do have evidence is him whipping Cassidy's
Right.
ass. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I
I've
would
seen
say
too many
in that video,
videos.
yes, he
That
was
book
a
is
monster.
pretty-
The
that
book
book
from
is-
the wife is pretty intense, and people lost their life over that book.
I seen
That
too
book
many
is
videos
three
about
people,
everything
three
that's
women.
been
That
going
shit is
on.
wild.
It's wild.
That shit is wild. Yeah,
I don't know.
that shit
I
is
don't know
wild.
about the book. I didn't like read it or like I've heard a couple people talk about what was in it, but I didn't like read the book myself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then my whole thing is,
Yeah.
how do we know it was actually published by her and
should
nobody
You should read
messed with it
You should
when
read
she
it.
did
You should read the
pass
story
away.
behind the book.
I think
It took a
Yeah.
minute for it to
Behind the
come
book.
out.
Read the story behind the book.
I think
No, read
that
the story
even
behind
with like I look at everything. I feel like I look at the big picture. Like, I'm not the type of person that does crazy shit, so it's no crazy allegations on my name. I feel like you doing this many allegations. These kind of allegations are so outlandish. Like,
Hey, peace to the chat. I'm in the back making coffee. Once I settle down, I'm gonna, turn the camera on and get busy.
the kind of shit that he's accused of doing is just so wild. Like, even if it's not all true, this nigga was doing some wild shit. I don't care.
Man,
There's
the
nobody
cat
that
must
convinced
beat it
me
up.
he wasn't doing some wild shit. The way he dragged that girl back to the room, that she was running for her life. She was
That's
like,
only 2 hours. I'm not
please, please. He dragged her back like, no, you'll never get away from me. And it took years for her to really like get out of that shit. I feel like I don't know what's all true and what's all fake, but I know at least enough to be like, yeah, I would never want to be in a room alone with that man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Couldn't pay me to be alone. I don't care. Like, it's not happening. No. I'll call the police immediately. 911.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
Like,
Y'all know I'm gonna play the devil's advocate.
oh God.
Y'all know I'm gonna play the devil's advocate, right? Listen.
Nice today.
Listen, I agree with Talisha in the sense of the jury's still out. You can't judge nobody and all of that like that. The video I seen, it was wrong.
I'm saying in that video, so that
That's
in
wrong.
that video,
Yeah, that's
I
wrong.
don't care.
In that video,
But
it
she
was
wasn't
wrong.
even trying the little bit to fight back.
Okay,
Like, there was no
Just laid on the floor.
self-defense
She just laid
at
there.
all. Like,
No, clearly, and nobody's justifying the actions of that video. He did apologize for the actions of that video.
well, he denied it.
No,
He
no, no.
denied
He denied
it
it.
until the video came out. He denied all allegations.
All right, but who-
And then who did he
denied
apologize
the
to?
shit out of it. And
Who
then
did he
when the
apologize
video,
to? He apologized to the public. He ain't never said no apologies to Cassie. He didn't never once apologize. He said, I'm sorry for what I did in that video. You know, the nigga should have said, that was horrible. I should have never beat that girl like that. Cassie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry y'all had to see that. He wasn't even remorseful. That shit looked like they had the teleprompter behind him like, yes, read this. Yes, say that. Like, come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it real with you. We all make mistakes.
Oh Lord.
Hold on, time out.
Let me find out this
I'm
video.
not judging P. Diddy off that video. That video was wrong. I'm not saying it wasn't wrong. It was 100% wrong. He shouldn't have been wilding out, grilling Cassie. It was wrong. No man should act like that to any woman. Okay. However, we all make mistakes. We all do fuck up, right? We all make mistakes.
that's a big mistake.
How do you-
That's a
How do you accidentally
is.
come out of your shower?
Hold on, let
in
me
a towel
qualify my
and then
statement,
some-
though.
oh,
Okay.
Let me qualify my
bad,
statement,
okay.
right? So when I think of a monster, I'm thinking of John Wayne Gacy. I'm thinking of Ted Bundy. I'm thinking of the
See, but that's because you're thinking
the
the
son
worst
of
of your
Sam.
worst. But this
Hold
is the
on,
thing.
let me.
No, hold on. I'm gonna cut you off because you're thinking the worst of your worst. A monster. Everybody has their own monsters in their own story. It can be either they had a bad parent who was always drunk
Okay,
all
that
the
was Ted
time,
Bundy to
that was
Cassie.
neglecting them. Everybody has their own definition of a monster in their own story. You cannot sit here and be like, oh, you're naming the worst of the worst. He was a monster to her. What he did to her, that shit changes your life. In that video, he was a monster.
Okay, time out. This is what all I'm saying. What I'm saying
Don't
is,
try to say, oh, that was wrong, but
No.
the worst of the
No,
worst.
no,
That's
no.
a monster. No, that was some monster shit that
hold
he did.
on.
Yeah,
Okay, he may have exhibited monster
He didn't
behavior.
exhibit, he
If
did.
you do,
Okay, all right. So look, let me try to put it to you this
There
way.
was no accident. He literally came out the
All
bathroom.
right, let me
came
try
after
to
the
put it to
girl
you this way.
and literally dragged her right before she was about to go on the elevator. Then freaking.
yo,
Okay, now let me put it to you this way. Have you ever lied before?
Everybody's
I
lying.
mean, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Would you consider yourself a liar?
Yeah,
A complete liar.
what's happening right
My
now?
nigga,
If I lie, I'm a liar.
would you go to somebody and say, yo, I'm a
Even if I'm
liar?
telling the truth, I'll still
Hold
be lying.
on.
So either way,
Would you go to somebody and say, look, I'm a liar because you lied before? See,
Right. I feel like a liar is somebody that do it often and for fun.
this is what I'm saying. This is the point I'm making.
And so what we're saying
This the
is that
point.
You do it
so
often.
what we're saying is is that he okay, sorry. So we're saying that he so effectively showed and boldly was a monster in these moments. And then not only that, how will we even know whenever they hid that tape for years? How long ago? How long was that tape
Right.
hidden? And even now, when it was released, it was like, oh, we still can't use this stuff.
Right.
So what kind of hope did the victims even really have? And in fact, the ones that came out have all lost their lives.
Not to mention the context of the video. Like, the video itself, he's beating the shit out of her. That's enough for you to be like, damn. But to the story behind it, she waited hours for this nigga to fall asleep so that she could sneak out. And he didn't even go to sleep. She tried to sneak out when he was in the shower, knowing that wasn't even going to be enough time. Then this nigga dragged her back in the room and, I'm going to say, allegedly, made her fuck him for hours.
Let me get.
That's fucking
Sounds
crazy.
like an
Let me-
insecure.
That's insane.
Let me get my
That's
point out, though. Let me
Allegedly.
get my point out. Let me get my point out.
What?
No.
50 Shades of Grey
That is nowhere
horrible.
closer than
Let
50
me get my
Shades of
point
Grey.
out, though.
Not even 365 days.
No, I was similar.
All right, listen. Let me get my point out. Now, when niggas go to jail, right, and people ask them in jail, they say, yo, look, how many seconds did it take, right? Well, listen. That's what I'm saying. How many seconds did it take? How many seconds did it take to get you these 30 years? All right? It took me 60 seconds. Listen.
I'm sorry. I'm listening.
It took me 60 seconds of bad decision making to get 30 years in jail, right? Now, people get reformed, people apologize, people make amends for their bad actions. However, they have these actions, they have these lapses in judgment, and these lapses in judgment produce a bad act, right? You said yourself, if you're a habitual liar or a habitual, a line stepper, right, then you become a liar.
Right.
Just because you've lied before don't mean that you're a liar. Like, that's just your makeup is that you're a liar, right?
Right.
So yes, Diddy, what he did to Cassie was wrong. It was monstrous behavior. It was incorrect, right? But we gotta remember, she stayed with him for years after this, right? She stayed with him for years after
Part
this.
of domestic violence, though.
Okay, hold on. All right,
Yeah.
listen to what I'm saying. He fucked up. I'm not saying he didn't. Okay, but what I am saying is, like I said, I look at niggas who are, terrorizing people like habitually. They John Wayne, Gacy, Ted Bundy. These niggas that's how I look at life.
We are not with you.
I don't want y'all to be. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm the only man on this platform, so I want to try to play the defender and see what happens, right?
That's dangerous.
I'm just saying.
That's
I'm
some
just
treacherous
saying.
territory. I don't know if you want to walk a
Listen,
nose.
I'm just saying. Listen. So he crossed the line, right? Does that make him a monster? See, what I'm saying is, you might make a lapse in judgment. You might fuck up or mess up here and there. You might do things that's unbecoming of you as an individual, right? But at the end of the day, it's not. I'm not gonna say because you made one bad decision, right? That makes you a monster. You made a bad decision. You apologize for it. You made amends for it. Whatever the case may be. He might have been drugged up. Whatever the case may be. He fucked up. But does that make you a monster?
Okay.
I
Can
feel
I say
like
something?
when it comes to sorry,
No, go ahead.
but I feel like when it comes to like physically hurting somebody to that level, yes, you are. That's like if you say, "Oh, I killed somebody one time," to that person's family, to that people's friends, you will always be a monster. If you rape somebody, you will always be a monster, even if you rape somebody one time. I think certain things where you hurt somebody
Don't come
to
back.
that high level of extent, when you really truly hurt somebody, he hurt her bad. I think that does make you a monster. Because there's certain things that certain people just won't do. Certain men would never even take it there, would never even go that far. So he has that capability in him to be a monster. He's
Yeah, I'm not understanding the definition of monster. It's being thrown around, and if that's the case, I don't know where to go from there. But let me say this: putting hands on somebody, I don't think you're a monster. You dig? I'm the can man. Anybody can get it. Any sex can get it. Depends on like the offense, but if that's a one occurrence thing, not a monster. We call that society. We say he lost control, right? That'll make you a monster. If you lose control, you're not a monster. Because if he's a monster, then what? Nah, I ain't gonna do it. But yeah, but you can show videos of this, or even like complaints, like domestic violence. If you can show that, then you an abuser, you're a monster. But one video doesn't make you a monster because you can lose control and act unbecomingly, and even put hands and feet on somebody. Because if he's a monster, then everybody on World Star Hip Hop is a monster in hip hop. Because so if a woman get beat down, is that worse than a guy getting beat down? Right. So that means that any beat down, you're a monster.
Done it. So to me, I think there's just certain things when you hurt somebody that bad. Yes, I don't care. You will always be the monster in my story. You will always be the monster in my eye. Right. There's certain things you don't do. Like it's just facts. And certain things you just don't do in life.
I feel like, just to point out, Focus, you said people that commit all these different like crazy crimes and do all these wild shit. You said what? They go to jail. They get reformed. This man didn't face no consequence. This is why we're trying to make him face consequences for the shit that he did, so that he can reform.
Yeah.
How do you know if
if we're going by the legal system that you guys are trusting in, then that means that doesn't meet the stature of limitations. Okay, that's gone. Because like he said, like DJ Focus said, they kept a relationship afterwards. I mean, and then years later, no complaint. Nothing was said about that. That's called a statute of limitations. He's protected. So what you're saying doesn't make any sense. And that's why he must do a RICO to bring him back alive.
Reformed if he ain't never got reprimanded for this type of behavior.
All right, but that man is not in jail for what happened with Cassie, though.
That's because that's one of the things.
It was a civil court.
It's a but that's the thing.
It's a personal
matter. So now let's say all this stuff does come out and it is true, or at least say 3 things come out that's true. These allegations is wild as fuck. It don't matter if it's only one thing that these motherfuckers said that's true. It's enough to be like, nah, this nigga need to be under the jail. This nigga's fucking crazy.
Let me ask you a question.
Maybe some
more than
therapy. Maybe he need to be in a mental hospital. I don't know, but
let me ask you a question.
Definitely don't need to be running the streets.
Do me a favor. Let Draco get that mic you got, Taj, and then y'all two share this mic here. All right, big shout out to my boy Draco on the pod. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My back.
Let me ask you. What's the worst thing you would say you ever did in your life? If you can answer on the podcast.
The worst thing?
Okay, you would never say it on the podcast. Could you be going to jail?
Okay, see,
Could you say the worst thing you ever did in your life on this podcast, Tiana?
I probably would. It's gonna sound stupid, but
speaking to the mic. Would you say the worst? So we already got one person saying they wouldn't even ever say the worst thing they ever did. Would you say the worst thing you ever did in your life on this podcast?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, fine. We got one yes. Would you say the worst thing you ever did in your life on this podcast?
You gonna let me answer fully? No.
Okay.
And you know why? Nope. You gonna let me answer fully?
Oh.
No, because
so DJ Focus be cutting off. Oh, I thought that was just unbiased sports. Are you gonna let me answer fully? That sounds like you, DJ. Let me answer. Oh, okay. So there's a claim against you now. All right.
one, it's not the internet's business, the worst thing I've done in my life. That's my business and who I decide to share it with, for one. And for 2, I can tell you right now, the worst thing I ever did in my life is nowhere near as bad as what he did to just in that fucking video. Just in that video.
Okay, cool, but it's bad enough that you can't say it on live.
No, not bad enough that I can't say it on live. Bad enough I don't feel like I'm responsible to share it.
Todd, can you say the worst thing you ever did in your life on this podcast?
Yes, I could.
All right, so we got 2 and 2. Brianna, could you say the worst thing you ever did on this podcast?
Yeah.
All right, what is it?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He lying. He's playing with you. Please.
As bad.
You ain't gotta say it.
Like,
that's why I'm able to say it, because it's like the worst thing was just out of spite. I just wanted to do it because I was being petty.
Exactly. But it was all out of spite.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I was just being petty.
Another point I'd like to make. My thing is we all have different perspectives. Everybody is different. Everybody think different. So my definition, I might tell you 3 things I did, and the thing that I think.
Oh, okay. So your definition on Diddy doesn't hold any weight. Okay.
Is the worst. You think something different that I did is the worst. So you can't even classify what is the.
But you're using your assessment on Diddy as the final verdict, and most people do when they speak about Diddy.
Worst, what's not but we can all definitively say that video sick.
Okay.
Anybody would say that.
Cool.
Anybody.
No, I didn't say that. I said It depends. If that's the first time he was physical with her in that manner, I would say he lost control. Human beings lose control. If you had an argument, maybe she spat on him and ran, maybe she threw something on the ground and he just flipped the hell out. Maybe he loves his collector's items of butterflies and she knocked the whole thing on the ground. He came out with trash. He lost control. It don't make you non-human.
He with a sane mind.
Cool. All right. The worst thing I've ever done, I wouldn't say on this podcast, but I've done bad things. I'll give you an example.
Is there a video of you beating a bitch in the hotel and dragging her back to the room?
No,
I didn't think so.
What I'm saying though is, potentially, hypothetically, not saying that it happened, but say when I was younger, I robbed a couple people, right? Okay. Now, I know I was wrong. I reformed myself.
Right.
I made amends. I went to school. I made my life
No, did you?
I went and got my degrees. I went and got my barbershop. I opened up a barbershop. I did all of this stuff, right? But when I was younger, I made bad decisions, right?
Wait, so
am I a monster though?
When you was younger.
All those people
When you was younger.
that you affected,
Okay, to them
you will
maybe.
always be the monster in their story.
But
This
should
man
I
was a
be designated
grown-ass man.
as a monster. Like, am I a
I got a
monster?
question for you. Let's change the tides. We gotta also put the shoe on the opposite foot. Say if that was your mom's and her boyfriend whooped her ass like that, you see it on camera. How would you feel?
That nigga's a monster.
Hold on, time out.
No. Don't speaking to the baby mama narrative. You know, see that question will have to be the people with a mother and father. They gotta say, hey, that's in the household. Because a boyfriend, you don't, of course, you're gonna flip out and say, he's not. That's just a boyfriend. There's no connection between you and your mom's boyfriend. So of course, y'all don't say throw the book at him. That wasn't a good question.
Probably kill that.
Exactly.
I probably
You
kill
be a
that.
monster?
Hold up, I probably kill
be a
that.
monster.
If you killed him, are you a monster? Yeah.
Hey Diddy, don't be like Math Hopper. Math Hopper got his show, he got all his fame, and now he just a killer of the world. He be sitting there like, yeah, yo, my block, like this is Math Hopper, successful Math Hopper. He be like, my block, I run my hood, right? He be like, yeah, nigga, you're Math Hopper and you still is trying to run a block. You gonna end up like Lil Durk, stupid nigga.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
He gotta open up the barbershop like you said. Go
Yeah, he gonna reform.
All right.
Can't take that away from him.
But let's keep it a band.
Yes,
Y'all
let's.
niggas probably
let's.
know 20 niggas, 30 niggas that put their hands on their shorty before in life.
And these
Think about
niggas
it.
need to be reformed. Like, what the
I'm
fuck?
not saying that they don't need to be reformed, but are they monsters? They had a lapse in
Yes.
So, I mean,
Right
so,
now,
but
Yes.
question,
we gonna
doing that,
get
her
into
boyfriend-
what the actual charges is in a minute.
I believe
because
it's
his
true.
charges is really not even the
They don't.
Cassie
And most-
shit like that. You
don't.
feel me? Like they got that man for sexual trafficking. Sexual
Trafficking.
yeah,
Trafficking.
for
His
the
house is
RICO
by those.
racketeering. Because that's my next question. Does he deserve the charges that he got?
Houses are by those.
I think so.
I said no.
I would say yes if they're true.
We don't know yet.
That's right. That's not for us to decide. That's why I keep coming back to the Cassie video.
And that's why I said something when DJ Pope was my live. I said something that I'm not sure if he like really considered before he answered. I was saying the best thing about trials is that they are transparent. He responded like, no, he didn't know what I was getting at. I was saying trials are transparent because all of the evidence that support you and that can go against you is on the table. Like the YSL trial. Like you see everything he did. You see the good things, the bad things, the things that they're acting like they're bad, but not so bad. The things that act like so good, but not so good. But that's why I like trial, because now the people, the public get to watch it and form our own genuine opinion. We don't need someone else to reinterpret it for. We're hearing the evidence. So we don't care about a guilty plea or guilty verdict or acquittal. We heard what we heard. We seen what we seen, and we still get to draw a conclusion in spite of the verdict. So with Diddy, the same thing. Like Diddy, the trial, that's why it needs to go to trial so we can hear these things. And make
Because it's the only proof that we have.
Talk about, honestly, the only thing that I can sit here and say I know for sure Diddy did was beat her ass.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that I
There's
think
a lot more evidence out there.
There's court documents.
I
There's
haven't looked into that.
Alright,
What I'm
so
saying,
the
if there's
evidence-
actual evidence, that's stuff that we could, like, if you have knowledge of that, then
Yes.
that's something you can go off of.
Yeah,
but I'm
there's-
not gonna sit here and say
there's-
all this other stuff if I don't know.
I'll fill you in. So there's a lot of evidence showing him having text-based communication, like through via cell phone, with underage women while
Sick.
traveling through each state. which
Okay,
technically
okay.
is trafficking.
Okay, time out. None of that is in the indictment, so we're not even going to start with shit
Hold
that's
on
not
a
in the
second. We
indictment.
wouldn't know because let me tell you, have you
No,
ever
I
been
read the
indicted by
14-page
the, but have
indictment.
you ever been
It's not in the
indicted?
indictment.
Have you ever been
Can I get the
indicted?
mic, please?
Have you ever been indicted by the feds before?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
Have
Let me
you?
tell you something. We would not know. Okay? They're not.
Yeah,
Let me.
that's a lot. Yeah, Focus is right. You can't. Feds can't make some private indictment, secret indictment where the public don't. What are you talking about? All this stuff is public record. And like again, these agencies are encouraged to be transparent. If what you're doing, feds, is what you're doing, state government, is what you're doing is within the law, why can't it be transparent? Why can't we follow along? That's why we give transparency. That's why we have the Freedom Act, Freedom Information Act. Because like this country supposedly promotes transparency to show we're not corrupt. You dig? So no, it like DJ Focus said, the night indictment, let's just move on. Not some secret Fed stop.
Tell you. Okay.
I'm thinking she about to say, well, I had, you dig?
That's not true.
Says somebody
not
that's
true.
never been indicted. But okay.
No. But says someone who has a law degree. I went to school for law. I have a
Okay.
degree, a bachelor's in criminal justice.
Okay.
Okay, so it's two sides of the law.
1 + 1 is
Look, it's two sides of the law. You could be on this side of the law, or you could be on the other side of the law. I actually have a graduate degree in criminal justice and
Right,
law.
justified.
So
Wow.
So then why are we fighting about if this man's a monster? Would you be defending him?
nigga.
Right.
Ah,
His judge.
right. Would you send this man to jail? Would you send this man to jail?
Excuse
But
me.
that Diddy now, Diddy like, Rob, listen. We don't need street validation, especially, well, maybe in the criminal world. But when you reach the level of success, like in a legal way where society upholds you and respect you, we don't need street ties. We don't need street validation, street credibility. I'm good. I love the fact Lil Durk is locked up in all the courts. Because really, if you think about it, what's going on in hip hop, the YSL and this guy, the YMLE, and this guy dying, young dumb Fulio, these guys dying and going to prison. What they're really doing with what's really going on is hip hop is being cleaned up. Like, I don't care how you want to look at it. The bad guys in the industry are either dying or going to prison forever or long enough. It's long enough for there to be a constructive change. And you see like other new artists coming out and they're not doing that. They're not on that drilling and that YSL bullshit. Like they are looking for street credibility. They're just making good music. Okay, so but the street credibility shit got to stop.
I'm a defend.
Okay. Anyway, focus.
I'm fighting.
Shit, I'm more like Charleston White. Nigga, like lock these niggas up.
Okay, focus.
Listen,
He went to them slip and slide. He like the slip and slide.
Somewhere he showed up.
Okay.
Listen.
He cooperated with everything right now. So he ain't
This
gonna
is the
get
fact of the
fucked.
matter. This is the reality of the situation. We're not going to sit here and act as though just because somebody made a bad decision, because all y'all guys are Cassie video.
Right, like, can we stop saying it's a bad decision? Like, it's something like so little.
My nigga.
Is driving too fast on the highway, making a wrong turn. Like,
Right, can we change the subject?
Bad decision is something little. That's not a
No, that's not true. That's not true.
No, I mean, that was a lot.
That's not true.
That
That's
wasn't
not true.
just
That's
one
not true.
slap, one kick. That was a whooping.
He stopped this woman.
He literally
No, okay, it's okay. So then, if it's a bad decision, it was multiple bad decisions because he chased her after she tried to leave. That's one bad.
No. That's all one. Okay, this chick, I could tell what type of woman this is right here. Okay, you better not ever go on Fresh and Fit. They're gonna have a field day with your ass. You better stay right here.
Bad decision. Drug her on the ground. That's another bad decision. Started kicking her in her face. That's another bad decision.
No, okay. There's a reason why people plead insanity. Not saying that he can do that, but the reason why people plead insanity is because all the actions is piled up in that one plea. You dig? So all those actions are considered insane. So insane That's it. It could be one thing or 10 things. So these events that's happening afterwards, this is part of his, whatever you call him, monster, what would I say, black lost control. Yeah, there's more than one action you lose control. Like all of your actions mostly can be bad.
Dragged her back to the room. That's another bad decision. Hid the video for years. That's another. Like, come on. He's lied and lied. Like, this nigga's not.
Now, it'd be a different story if he was doing this like a year later or months. Nah, he did what he did. He put the beats on her, the Dr. Dre beats on her, and then he paid, which was the obvious thing. The nigga with money and influence and power, I'm going to pay to get this video made secret. That's it. Now, if you could show him coming back to the scene or, now it's a little crazy, but he did the obvious stuff. He's going to do the physical beat down, and then with somebody with money and power, we can't make him hide the video. Somebody with money and power will be like, hey, do this. But if you have money, that option wouldn't even been there.
Clear that he don't give a fuck about what he did. He cares about how he's viewed in the public.
Bad decision though.
No, it's not. It's multiple decisions. That's not one. He did not run out that room and was like, "Oh, I'ma do this." That he made them decisions as he did it. Those was multiple decisions that he made in the moment.
Okay, multiple decisions he made in the moment.
Okay, so Eric said, "Listen, Diddy has power and overuse it. He had it all. Can't believe he's fallen. Never thought he would be this." Well, nobody can argue that. He did have power, like a lot of people with power and money and fame. They normally go left. They normally crash out. So yeah.
But in the same
fucked
moment,
up decisions.
he was in the same fucked up state of mind.
So in one moment, he made 17 bad decisions. Okay. That's a fucked up person.
Diddy, you need to come higher focus. He wants to defend you.
Please, this nigga be the lawyer.
Wait. Listen to his point first.
The point that I'm making is that one bad decision doesn't necessarily make you a monster. See, in my opinion, a man is the sum total of the decisions that he made in his life. If you have somebody who is giving away to charity, if you have somebody who is changing lives, feeding people, if you have somebody who you can look up Mad P. Diddy videos where he is actually trying to affect change within the minds of young black people.
But also he employed black people.
Right.
You can also add in there that he employed black people for as long as he's been Diddy. As long as he's been in the business, he's always been employing majority black people. Like he can literally say, like, I employ more black people than most black people. Like that's one thing he can have as he go to prison. If he goes, he can say, okay, I'm in this joint doing life, but one thing I did, you guys never did, or you can't compete with, is that I employed more black people than Michael Jordan, than let's say other people, other moguls, Kanye West. Like he can run it down. Like I employed more black people than all the other rich moguls and billionaire millionaires. Who can
don't matter.
What I'm saying is a man is a sum total of his.
He was trying to portray somebody that he's not.
You know
just
what,
like
folks,
most serial killers.
A whole facade, literally.
No, because I was about to say, you brought up Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was feeding people. He had a whole wife and a child. He was feeding her. He was taking care of her, taking care of his daughter. They didn't know nothing. They didn't know exactly. But he tried to compare it. He tried to compare it.
Also, I think it was the Union bomber. It was also some other serial rapists. Like they harmed everybody but their girl or their wife.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter. You try to compare it to Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was over here taking care of people, taking care of his mom, taking care of his family. Come on.
Investigate. People don't just
that shit is for a view. Like that shit is for the public view to keep your views up and make sure that you look good and make sure that you can keep your name up because you're still a celebrity. You're still like, come on, because now people done found out and what he was really doing while he was doing that, and this is their argument. But he was doing this, but he was doing that too. Okay, he was doing that to hide the fact that he was fucking crazy. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, listen, a man is the sum total of his life.
I don't want to hear this anymore.
Good for his people, but he was evil as shit. But
I'm done. I'm done with this conversation.
Because he did a lot of good shit for his people.
But listen though,
Nobody's saying
y'all are
I feel like focus is.
Y'all are literally
taking it to the extremity.
Hold on. Y'all are literally comparing P. Diddy fighting Cassie in the hallway to Hitler and Ted Bundy.
No, you said Hitler. You said Ted Bundy. You said Hitler. You said Ted Bundy. I never said that nigga was like Ted Bundy, but you started comparing to the worst of the worst. You can't compare him to no fucking Ted Bundy.
Guys,
it's not fair.
Let's break it down for a second. Let's break it down. Let's rewind the context of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: a man is the sum total of what he's done. All of us have fucked up. All of us, everybody in this room, have made bad decisions. So, hold on. All right, you're the perfect saint. No. But 3 out of 5 of y'all can't even say the worst thing y'all did on this platform. Okay. So the reality of the matter is, we've all made decisions that was unbecoming of ourselves. We've all made decisions and where we fucked up to the max, right? Mm-hmm.
And that's a good point where he's going. But let me drop it home for him. Yeah. If now let's say if you never seen that video. Will Puffy be a monster? Or did he be a monster? You probably say no. Just like nobody's seen your video of the worst thing you've done. That's why you're not a monster. But where he's going, I like it because it's like, okay, now tell the world what you did wrong. Now, would the world view you as a monster for those actions? Okay, so how are you a less monster than Diddy?
If a camera was on each and every one of us throughout our lives, I can guarantee you there's things in each one of your lives that people would say, she's a monster. He's a monster. Damn, he did that shit? That's a monster.
I don't think nobody would ever call me a monster. A monster? I don't think I'd ever be called a monster. No.
Yeah, but you're not her specifically. I don't know her, but I'm just speaking of black women as a collective. Yeah, but your boyfriend is, because don't y'all date the bad guys? Don't y'all date the bad boys? The hoods, you know what I mean? He a monster, and that's your boyfriend. Like, what you Cassie? Like, do the hood chicks play out the Cassie Diddy thing over and over and over? Because like the good guys, we can testify like now. Like most of the notable women that we want to date normally dated the bad guys, the monsters. So I'm just kind of lost. Like, what the fuck going on here? Like, y'all don't date the good, hardworking, respectful, hey, black queen. Y'all date the nigga.
If that's something, look, that's you. I would speak for myself. Yeah, speak for yourself, because I don't, it's nothing. You could literally put a fucking camera and play my whole life on a fucking TV, and nothing. Would you ever say I'm a monster?
I don't know. If you take that attitude and those outbursts of Fresh and Fit, I think you're going to find a large group of men calling you something similar. I'm telling you, right? I think you know that too. Damn. With their podcast, yeah. But if you act like that on a big, large platform like Fresh and Fit, yeah. About the time you get off, I think the comments are going to be like, "Yo, that's a fucking monster."
This bitch is a little crazy. She got a little issue. You know, just right. I said why I don't want to say it. It's not because I don't want to expose it. It's because I'm a grown ass woman.
Not even like 7 minutes ago, everybody got their own definition. So how could nobody call you a monster?
Yeah, okay. If you want to call me a monster, that's cool, but you're exaggerating. I don't care.
Oh, yo, somebody in the background, somebody in the background did what I would do. Yeah, see, and then see. Oh, he shut that thing up.
I'm a grown ass woman.
Not even like 7 minutes ago, everybody got their own
he said it.
So how could nobody?
Oh, he said it. Yo, yeah. Oh, she about to be hot at him for the rest of the show right there. He shut her up in front of everybody. Oh, it's over.
They call you a monster.
Yeah, okay. If you want to call me a monster, that's cool, but you're exaggerating. I don't care. Because if we're talking actual definition of a monster, no, that's not me. I don't care.
But it is not Diddy either, the actual definition. I mean, yeah, see, now she, okay. And he's going to get her. He's going to get her. Because that's a talking point that some of the women use on shows like Fresh and Fit. Instead of saying like, you know what? Yeah, I did contradict myself. Let me fall back. They'll try to get out of that. And it just never ended because there's no accountability for when they mess up.
If we speaking fakes, facts. Like,
this is what we're gonna
that's simple.
You definitely speaking fakes. They speaking facts.
You speaking fakes, facts. Like,
this is what we're gonna
No.
I don't care. If we speaking fakes.
Yeah, no, you definitely spoke a fake. when you try to say, going by the real definition of monster, I'm not that. But is Diddy that? The real definition. Isn't a monster like a some shit off like The Grudge? Like, so yeah, let's stop. But you said everybody had their own definition of monsters, so depending upon the eyes of the viewer, right? You just could be a monster by some acts. Don't forget, some people are vegans and they think anybody associated with any animals in a negative way, like even when they left the coat, you're a monster to them. So like you're all over the place. And he got you. He got you good.
Like,
this is what I'm saying. This is
that's
certain
simple.
things. My thing is, no matter what, I just
Right.
there's certain things that you just don't do at the end of the day.
Like,
and
what
there's
the
certain
fuck?
men out here that are real men that would never even do no nut ass shit like that. Like there's just certain things.
Shit. I'm a real man, and I'm telling you, it depends. I'm a real man, but I have a button too. So if you think you're gonna, like, let's say I'm walking with my son, and so some thought walks up and just dump, like, I don't know, some prank bullshit you don't want to lie, dump like a bucket of salt on him. You think I'm not gonna Diddy her? Oh, that's a woman, my queen, nigga. Fuck out of here. Nah, like violence is not. Nobody's safe from violence if I gotta defend myself or a loved one. Nobody's safe. There ain't no age, ain't no sex, ain't nobody safe. Okay, no, don't hit her. No. She broke in your house. No. Don't shoot her. No. Fuck out of here. So that's what I'm trying to say. You crazy. If a man beat down a woman, I want to know why. I want to know what did she do. I'm not gonna come in there blind like, hey, whatever you did, it's just not just shit.
You don't do, and that's just the way the world is. When you do certain things,
right now, like I was never. I'm one of those guys. Don't hit me. I'm gonna hit you. Okay, that's what men and women are like. Okay, so if I'm just having a conversation and some 3 or 4 smack the shit out of me. Like my first reaction is to attack. It's not to like, oh shit, it's a woman. I need to calm down. Woosah. You smack the shit out of me. You did. I'm getting mine back. Oh shit, I need some Bruce Lee shit. Nah. So women, stop thinking that men should not hit you back. Like stop it, or don't think men should not hit. Period. Like don't think like that. You're gonna find yourself like Cassie. Like don't. Nah, like niggas do hit. Niggas punch and kick and bite. So stop. Like treat people as though they will do it, and then you won't be in that Cassie position.
You will be judged. You will be judged by people. You'll be judged by God. You will be judged. Point blank. Period.
I'm not saying that you won't be judged.
There's certain things you just don't do, and that's one of them.
Don't do your thing to get that out of me.
Is the sum total of what he does. So, for example,
So he lied about. Hold up. No, but listen, one second. So she said that he took her back to the room and then forced her to have sex with him. Now, the reason why I believe it is because he lied about everything else. Now, obviously, when there's no cameras.
This is not good logic, okay? Because now, when do you stop believing her? Because remember, she said when we went back, going back to the room, see that on camera. We do see you being dragged that way, but his demeanor don't look like he's having a sexual appetite or fetish right now. It looks like he want to continue to beat down. So if she would have said, in the room, he assaulted me more, I would believe that. Okay, or he demeaned me more, said some bad things about me, or destroyed my property, I would believe that. But if you're going to one extreme where he hates her, he's a monster because he's so physical, so abusive, and then he goes to the room and he becomes his lover boy, like, now I find that hard. That's a stretch. Okay, we need that on camera, or something, voice record something. We ain't doing that, because then, like, where do we stop? He also took money out my purse. Like, where do we stop from there? Like, we've seen the physicalness, and if you have more physical stuff going on in the background, we can consider that. But if you bring it to physical stuff, to some lover boy shit,
Hotel room. The only reason why
then he will be a monster. Now, if a dude can go from aggressive shit, fighting, and then come back and be on some sexual shit, yeah, 100% monster.
Was in the lobby was because it was in the goddamn lobby. So I believe everything she said now because it's like you lied. Think about it.
Pause,
When you cry wolf, that's what happens. You get what I'm saying? He was lying like a motherfucker and then got caught up. So from what I believe he did force her to do sexual things with him. So you're telling me that this guy had raped a female, beat a female, he's not a monster?
Listen, I don't.
Yeah. If we're to believe he beat her up and then forced her to have sex, yeah, 100% he's a monster. But that doesn't sound so believable. Okay, it just doesn't.
She got raped. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think she got raped.
You don't think the type of guy that he is, that he never.
Oh yeah, here we go. The type of guy, and that's why, like in court, your lawyer couldn't even say that. The Cassie lawyer couldn't even say that. That's called leading either the witness or the jury. You're leading them. Like they're not getting it from the evidence. You're like telling a story to bring them there. That's called leading. Can't do that.
Have sex.
Force her to have sex. Well, what's your definition of force?
No, let's talk about the definition of rape.
All right, that right there on Focus part was horrible. What's the definition of force? All right, now you're playing semantics, dude. You know what she's saying. Now, brother, you on your own now. They're gonna get you.
Because coercion is a force, is a definition. You can't. It's not about agree and disagree. It's about definition. It's about dictionary definition. Coercion is still rape, my nigga. If he says I want to fuck you and she's like no, and he like I don't give a fuck, I still want to fuck. And he keep pushing her. I want to fuck. It's rape, my nigga. That's rape. It don't matter. Look up the definition. You feel how you want.
I kind of believe that. If the guy makes it past a woman and she is adamant, I'm not interested in you. I'm not interested in that sexual act. I'm good. I'm doing something else. I'm minding my business. I'm doing my nails. I'm texting. And this guy is over and over and over finding different ways to convince her to go to bed. And she's just adamant as she was the first time, but it's draining her. It's hours goodbye. It's draining her. She in her ears. She's trying to push him away. And she's like, come on. Yeah. No. That's gonna be rape. I agree with that.
Time out. Listen, I disagree with that definition.
Okay, then you disagree with the fucking the dictionary. Like, beef with them. Like, what the fuck? Talk to the authorities. Like, don't talk to me.
Consent is out the window.
I don't want to hear it.
Y'all gotta let me talk, though.
I'm sorry.
They're actually educated.
She's focused tonight. Look, he don't know how to handle it.
Over here, education. Like, come on.
But y'all gotta let me talk, though. See, the reason I disagree with the coercion definition is because there's not a man in this world who.
All right, now he bugging. He said he want to disagree with a definition. Definitions are definite, bro. Like, how could that is the definition? That's not what you gonna do with that?
And have to try to get into the dress.
See,
hold on.
You know, actually, I'm not going. Can we just?
Hold
I don't even
on.
want to.
Trying and demanding is two different things.
I don't want to have this conversation with no.
I'm not saying
I don't.
Not.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
Trying to win a woman over and take her out and get into the draws and trying to win her favor is different from. Listen, you won't give me that ass. Oh no, I don't want to. I don't want to have sex now.
Not what she said.
You gonna that's
no, that's exactly what I said.
Like,
my nigga. Say you, all right, look.
I don't want to have sex. No, you're gonna suck my whoop.
Come on, fuck me.
From saying that's different from you trying to take me out to eat, maybe get me a little drunk at the bar, buy me a couple drinks, buy me some flowers,
like,
buy me some clothes.
No. Okay.
All guys gotta work for the pussy.
Okay, but wait a minute.
We already know that.
Hold on, time out. You gotta let me speak, please. Thank you. Because according to what you just said, taking a girl out, that's coercion.
Oh my God.
My nigga, that's called the lover boy method. They actually have something. Hold on, though. Let me speak. It's not
I hate speaking with dim-minded niggas. Like, niggas that's just dumb. Like, niggas that's just
Let me speak. No. I want you to speak, too.
It's okay.
But
I'm
I
just
want to
sitting
speak.
here.
What I'm saying is this. That's called coercion, too. It's called the lover boy method. That's actually a form of coercion. If I take you out and buy you flowers,
Some that's disrespectful.
no, why?
Can I break this down for all of us? Okay, let me break this down for you. No, you did. Let me speak now. Let me speak. Can I say something, guys? Please, let me just explain what Quana said. Let me break it down for you guys. You need to go, if you want to see a woman, what do you need to do? You need to pick her up. You need to go somewhere. No respectable woman on a level wants to sit in the car and talk to you about what? Okay? So that's what she's talking about. She's not saying, oh, come outside, I got an outfit for you. Because a real woman, we can buy our own outfits. That's not impressing nobody. Understand that. So if you like a woman and you want to get to know them, you make the time for that person. That's what she's talking about. She's not talking about a guy tricking. Everybody's so sensitive with their pockets. Not every woman's out there with their hand out. You understand what I'm saying? No.
Draco, go ahead.
Well,
Women don't understand.
hold on. How do you know? Are you a woman?
Well, women don't understand.
I just want to know, because I can't tell you what men do.
I'm here for it.
Well, women don't understand the very same thing.
He said, turn down that mic, say too loud. He said.
Oh, I'm probably talking loud now.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, that part is cat. Hold on, I'll come back.
Women don't understand is that the very same thing that y'all calling coercion is, and don't start yapping after I say this next word, but the very same thing y'all call coercion is directly what y'all attracted to, and here's the reason why. It's covert and
I just think consent went out the window.
initiation. What y'all calling
The consent went out the window.
Verbally force a woman to have sex with her? Coercion, right? When you covertly use coercion, you literally court her. You are subliminally stating,
This how
hey,
bad. These how bad to think about women. I hope y'all know that.
This is how.
These niggas, yeah, not all.
Not all men.
what y'all not
Not all of
understanding
them.
is
Come
that
on.
when a dude is courting y'all, he's subliminally saying to y'all, yo, let's have sex. Not this whole entire, oh yeah, let's fuck. No, I don't want it. Let's fuck. When he's taking you on a date, that's the reason why social media made the acronym DATE means dick at the end. It's because the main reason why he take you out is for the same reason why it's coercion or it's covert flirting. Either which way, like if you, how she say, oh, you gotta do this so that way I get attracted to you. You gotta do that so that way I get attracted to you. It's the same dude on the other side of the coin is saying, yo, let's fuck. You directly saying no. If he's flirting with you, you can't directly say no. So that's the reason why he's saying it's the same thing.
Yeah, when I
which y'all
mean
not
this
understanding.
conversation is making me feel dumb.
No,
Okay.
that ass. I feel like I'm
It's making my brain hurt, and I'm not saying
losing
that
brain
I don't. But
cells.
listen, I'm not saying that I don't get along the lines of where y'all going, but there's a big difference between a man trying to demand sex from a woman and make her forcefully like courting her, coercing her to have sex with him versus him treating her like a lady because at the end of the night he wants her to make the choice to want to give it to him.
Let's put it like this.
Not only that, but whatever
Let me
happens
say
to
one
be
thing. Let me
like
say
a
one thing. Let me
gentleman.
say
What
one
the
thing and then I'm
hell?
done.
No, but
Let me say one thing and then I'm done. Let me say one thing and then I'm done. Let me say one thing and then I'm
Once they
done.
got in the room. That's what we're trying to say. There's a difference between that one and a guy actually courting you and trying to show you a good time and show you that he's really into you or that he wants to be with you or have sex with
So
you at the
listen.
end of the night versus
Yeah, that part
trying
was
to
cat
force
about
you to have sex.
women,
It's a
real women.
difference.
Let me say this.
Like, here we go, this real women shit. And of course, you're gonna be a real woman, right? Like, but then she said, the guy, you're not a woman. So it's like, who defines real women? Do women do or do men do? But then who defines real men? Do women do or men do? Because you just said he's a monster, Diddy. So you're defining a man. So can we define the women? How that's working? So can we define real women for you? Or do you define both sexes? So you can't say real women don't want to go shopping from a guy because that word is like ambiguous. But the fact is, let's use the word. Don't say real women. Say most women, because most women do want to go shopping on a guy's dime. All right. So the real women, that's debatable. But most women do want to go shopping on a guy's dime. All right. So we're not going to rewrite, reality.
Real quick, then I'm gonna let Taja speak. Just for clear and transparency, I'm not into you gotta screw me. I'm not into coercion. I'm not into none of that shit.
Surprise,
In fact
surprise.
about it,
Wait, how you not into coercion? You just disagree with the definition of coercion. So you might be into coercion. You said you don't agree with.
If you exhibit any type of inkling that you do not want to take it to the next level, I'm done. I don't want to do that. That's not the point that I'm making. The point I'm making is that the bar for what is grape, if you will, has been lowered. Okay, so now they're saying coercion is grape. Now they're saying
definition been in the dictionary for years, but okay.
Now they're saying that the lover boy method. If I take you out,
Now that part he's wrong in, because on his show I actually looked up these definitions, and coercion is in the act of grape. Coercion is in the act of SA. You dig? So coercion plays a part in all of them. You dig? So I don't know where he's going. He's misrepresenting it. What you're not being charged with coercion. You're being charged with SA or grape. And those charges come with actions. Actions. Grape or SA actions. Period. And if you're just talking, believe me, you're not doing 15 years and you're just talking, oh mama, shake that thing. Ooh, you look so sexy. No, you probably get a charge, but it'll be something petty. You're not going to jail for 10 years. Like, ooh, woo, shake it. Ooh, look at your boobs. No. But when you act, that's when the time, 15, 20, 30 years, that's when that comes. So, yeah, I think folks look confused.
If I try to give you flowers, if I do this and all of this, I coerced you, right? So what I'm saying is that the bar has been unfairly lowered. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that take a girl. I've been married for 4 years.
Yeah, believe me, if a guy bought flowers and chocolate, candy, and then they went in the bedroom, like, believe me, if she said, yeah, because again, she's not gonna say coerce. She's gonna say, or she is still not great. Like she gotta eventually say SA or rape, or the DA does. DA have to say that, and then they gotta show how flowers and chocolate and then going to the bedroom is great. Trust me, that's not gonna be easy to prove.
14 years. I've been with my wife for 20 years. I'm not even in the dating game. I don't go on dates. I'm not that. That's not what I'm saying at all.
No, definitely no. You ain't got to tell me no twice. No, I'm not. Matter of fact, you ain't got to tell me no, because sometimes I can tell, but it ain't going that way. I'm good.
Is the bar has
I can tell it ain't going that way
to a particular point where the lines now have
let me not try
blurry and muddy. Look, I respect all of y'all opinions. I respect women. If y'all don't want to do something, don't do it. I'm not at all saying you should be forced or coerced or anything, or that's right for a nigga to be too thirsty. I'm not saying none of that. I'm not into that. But what I'm saying is this: you're blurring the lines because you've lowered what it is that is considered forcible, right? Okay, that's all I'm saying. Like there was a time I literally had to either drug you, hold you down, and like really do something. But now you're saying if I take you out on a date, if I get you flowers, it's called the lover boy method. It's actually a method. And now it lowers the whole bar. You feel me? So if you got a guy who wants to take you out on a date, who did that and doing all of this and this and the third, can you consider him an individual who is trying to manipulate you?
So now we got
to play the game in a way that he thinks the game should be played. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that that's how I get down. Draco not saying that.
So now we know what coercion is. We don't gotta. It's threats to compel action while force uses physical power. So if you got a coercion grape charge or coercion SA charge, it's because you're threatening to you're no longer saying mama shake it. You know what I mean? Like you walking up on it, like yo, shake it, come on, bring it over here. Okay, yeah, that's a little different.
That's how he get down.
But that's the only
avenue that you guys are represented in. You have a
Get the mic.
whole. That's the only avenue that you guys are representing. So I know a bunch of people. I know a bunch of niggas like that, and I know a bunch of real niggas that don't just walk around and say they real niggas. They exhibit it every
shit,
single
man,
day.
real niggas.
And so that's the difference.
So let me guess.
You're only taking the avenue of
Let me guess. Let me get to define real nigga and real women. Okay. And men can't define shit. We just
vibrational.
What?
People.
Elaborate.
Okay,
want
so
you to
I
stay
can,
on topic.
sir, I want you to watch your motherfucking mouth when you talk to
Damn.
me.
Understand low vibrational. We're talking
Okay, I'm about to
actual-
express it. So I just want
Hold
you to
on.
remember that.
Understand low vibrational. We're talking
Okay, I'm about
actual-
to want you to watch your mother
God.
people.
Damn.
Okay, so I can, sir, I want you to watch your motherfucking mouth when you talk to
I don't
me.
understand low vibrational.
God.
We're talking
Okay, I'm
Damn.
about to express it.
Yeah, you would think he said something. You would think she's saying, I mean, wow. Like, I don't think he deserved that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, somebody could consider you having these monster actions or attributes. Like, there's no way he deserved that. There's no way he deserved that. That's crazy.
Your motherfucking mouth when
Yeah,
you.
now
Okay, so I can,
somebody can say that that was monsters.
sir, I want you to
Wait,
watch
what
your
did
mother
he say?
people.
Elaborate.
Okay,
want
so
you to
I
stay on
can,
topic.
sir, I want you to watch your.
So he asked her to elaborate on the word she just used. And she said, sir, watch your mother effing mouth. That's not monsters?
Your mother
That's uncalled.
people.
Elaborate.
Okay,
want
so
you to
I can the avenue of low vibrational
What?
people.
Elaborate.
Okay,
want
so
you to
I
stay on
can,
topic.
So he questioned her definition of or explanation of low vibration. And she turned up on him.
I want vibrational
What?
people.
Elaborate.
Okay,
want
so
you to
I
stay on
can,
topic.
sir, I want you to watch your motherfucking mouth when you talk to
I don't
me.
understand low vibrational. We're talking
Okay, I'm about to
actual-
express it. So I just want you to remember that when you talk to me, though. So let's start there. Now, the second thing that I'm going to say about low vibrational thinking,
that
the
was
only
funny.
men
That
that you're talking
was
about
funny.
is men
I
that's
need her.
trying to, what do I call them?
Yeah, I did hear over here.
Parasites, if you will.
But I'm
They're
telling you,
looking for something to latch
Right.
onto
She ain't gonna
to
pull
get some
that
pussy. That's a
because of
parasite.
how I communicate.
So you want to,
You try-
I can't get it like this. Let me try to buy or something. And see, that will attract a certain type of woman. But see, when you get to a level, there's a certain type of woman you may or may not have experienced it yet.
So let me ask you a question real quick. Let me ask you a question real
Yes.
quick.
She's explosive.
Is a woman who is only dating a man for money a parasite?
Yes, absolutely.
She a gold
Absolutely.
You don't believe that?
Absolutely.
She a gold
What's good
digger.
for the goose is good for the gander.
Tell us why
If
you don't
she's
believe that.
only there for the money, then
why you don't
that to
believe
me is a parasite. She might only be there for the dick. That's a parasite.
I don't believe that only because like I honestly believe in traditional relationships.
Oh shit.
So I don't think that
In the
there's
modern
nothing
world?
wrong since the beginning of time. Like if you go way back when,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guys
yeah.
always had
No,
some
no, that was the
some
other
type
one,
of
Donnie.
money in their family.
The one you said out of
Gold,
control
and they
was
had to
the
bring
one in the
chicken,
middle.
or they had to have
That
some
one-
type of
that was a
ride or
whole
something to
new
bring
one.
to the table.
I didn't know she had that in her.
that men should be providers at the end of the day. Now,
Absolutely.
I don't
That
think
was funny as
men
hell.
should have
I ain't
to
gonna
do
lie.
anything. A woman should bring
But I need them
some
over here
value or
because I want to
substance
have the
to
same
relationship.
conversation. And I
But
believe
there's
people are a little
nothing
different.
wrong with a woman wanting to date a man who has the capability of providing for her, leading her, and teaching her and guiding her throughout life. I
Not
would
at
never
all.
wanna
You
be-
said only.
I would never
like,
sit. I
only
could never.
about women.
And it's funny
but
because people try to
you
make
made it
seem-
like only about money.
Right.
Not what she
that
said.
one-
You said only
one's out of
about
control.
money.
No.
So that's different. You said only dating. No. You didn't say courting.
Arms.
Swear to God.
Hold on, sir. Don't swear to God. But
Damn.
Yo, you're not telling me how to speak
Sir,
now. Nah, it's over
sir,
that. Listen, what I
sir,
directly stated
sir.
was that when a man courts a woman, it is
no,
similar to the spectrum
you
of coercion.
3 questions back. We speaking about a statement that he
Yeah,
just
see,
said
I like
directly
her
to Quana that
phrasing.
she
But you're
answered.
improperly quoted.
I'm not.
Okay.
We would understand that if you could just silence yourself. How you even get in here?
Hey, fuck
How does you even get in
Hold on.
here?
All right. I want to
You
know.
should have sent that in a text.
Okay. All right. We're getting a little bit
Yeah.
Really hurt.
upset.
Nobody's
Yeah, yeah.
And I want to bring it
I'm in
down.
therapy,
I want to
buddy.
bring it
I'm
down.
Hey, Focus, you gotta
Hold on,
bite
I
her
wanna
back.
bring it down
So
a
I got
from
little
the
bit.
top.
This is literally
God
a part
damn.
I
of
want to
Yeah.
bring it down a little bit. Brianna, you got something to say? Go ahead.
Oh my God. I
Oh,
like
I've been
her.
holding
She's
my mouth.
explosive,
Go
though.
ahead.
Look how calm she is.
Me personally,
like
I honestly think that like when a man takes a
I'm at
woman
their
out,
exposure.
I do think that like yeah, he should court her. Like if you're asking her out on a date, yeah, like I feel like if he wants to bring her out, he should bring her out. Now, do
I
I
don't know what world
feel
he lives in.
that women have to give pussy up at the end of the night?
Not at all.
No.
Not at
That's
all.
what
I
y'all
feel
do.
like women.
Wait a minute. Yo, women do that now more than ever. And it be, I heard you got people on my show. They say, nah, men think they talk us out of it. But they be like, nah, we already know we're gonna get it. So they like, so the coercion part back to focus is like, yeah, well, according to women on my show, they said that we're not as smart or we're not as lover boy, if that game that we think we have. They said they already know that they're gonna get it. But we think it's our game. On my show, I had women say, no. What you said had no impact on whether I was gonna give it up or not. I already knew I wasn't, or I already knew I was. So interesting.
And it needs to take its time. You know what I mean? Like you don't just fall in love with somebody over a day.
But that's why the definition of coercion that we read said physical threats. Wasn't just trying to smooth it out.
It takes time. Love takes time.
I agree.
And not only that, but like the whole thing of like, oh yeah, like some women, not all women, sometimes they do go for guys that have a lot of money or have the car, this.
Yeah, another thing I gotta do is stop saying not all. We already know it's never all, but there's enough. Okay, there's enough to make it seem like y'all do.
The house, sometimes
Would
yeah,
you
that's
say those women are parasites?
yes.
Okay.
Like they're gold diggers. Yes.
Okay.
In
Okay.
a
So
way,
it's
yeah.
so it's
They're
a two-way
using
street.
somebody,
It's
right.
a two-way street.
Yeah, it's a two-way street.
So
I mean,
I
there's
say-
even girls that
I
not
say
girls,
that they
but
could be gold
Right.
diggers, but I don't necessarily say that they can. I don't. The reason why I say that they could be gold diggers is because when you think of your ideal man, you're gonna
See,
think
the difference in me and Focus, that Focus will hear a definition and disagree with it, like you just did with coercion. Not me. I go with the rules. It's like, yo, what are the rules? And let's play by them. Okay, so if I'm using a word and I get the definition, I'm like, okay, maybe not that word. I'm not gonna say I disagree with you. That ain't the word I want to use. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna play by the rules. Definitions are definite. I'm not trying to change them. I'm not trying to rewrite them, redefine them. That's what it means. Fine. Let's proceed. That's me.
all those qualities of being
Yeah,
a
of
provider,
course,
of having
definitely.
money,
Somebody
of
who
being a
provides,
strong-
right.
But that's what you're gonna think.
That's called cherry pick.
Now you gotta remember, even back in the day, there were marriages that was arranged with
Yes,
people
arranged
just because he was a
marriages.
successful man with money, and they always said once they got together, a lot of those people wind up falling in love with them. Their parents actually arranged the marriage just because
Yep.
they knew he had it, and then
Right.
over time they fell in love with them. So if the man has all the qualities of a good man. So sometimes that might be what
Those
you're looking for,
women,
but you
the
wind
ones
up
that
falling in
are
love with that person
explosive, I think
because
I'm gonna
he's
say
told
they're
you
no
down, he's
older than
told you he's
25.
guiding you. So maybe
I'm
your
gonna take that
intention of
guess.
getting into
No
a
older than
relationship
25.
isn't just about the money, but maybe like all girls different. Now, some girls might just stay in it for the money and cheat and you don't. Yeah, that's a parasite.
Yeah, it
But
happens.
if you get with a man just because you realize like, oh, he got a lot of stuff going on with him. He got a lot of good. You know what I mean. He got this. He got shit going on. I might not love you at first, but I'm
So
dating
a
you
little
'cause I'm
bit,
trying to get to fucking know you.
Porn relationships, a little off topic. Me and my boys arguing because he felt like most men, no matter the age, will go after like younger women. When we say young women, we're talking about like 18, 25. And I'm like, dude, because first he made it like bro. So I was like, my age too? He was like, yeah. I'm like, well, how do you know? You're 30 something. I'm like, nah, it's cat. So he think I'm cat. I'm like, dude, see, you're not old enough where faces look different. Like, there's a face structure that an 18, 17 to 24-year-old have. And then there's a face structure that 25 to 30 have. Like, so that's why older men, we could tell, like, you're in this bracket without asking you your age. We can tell by how your face. So I'm like, dude, why the hell would I don't give a damn how beautiful she is? Why the hell would I want to marry and have a baby with a woman with a 24-year-old face structure? Like that shit not even a grown woman's face. And like he couldn't get it. I'm like, dude, I'm not waking up to that baby face. I mean, stop. I'm gonna feel like a way. I'm gonna definitely feel like she is a little girl. I'm gonna treat her like that because you look like a little girl. That's why I need fuck all that what they talking about. I need somebody who looks like a grown woman. Okay, and I don't care how beautiful your body is. If that face look like that, I'm passing up.
Because I know you got all these other good qualities.
Because I want no young
that I
looking
know
face,
is what
like no
I'm
baby
looking
young
for.
girl.
Right.
So that's
Love
what I
takes
said. That's
time.
why I honestly believe in like traditional relationships. And I don't care what says, from the beginning of time, men always had to work for the pussy. Always had to come with something. Always had to bring something. Always had some value. They always had to.
Yes,
it's
adding
gonna forever
value.
be like that. That doesn't make a woman a leech or a gold digger.
Right.
Now, what makes a woman a leech or a gold digger if that's literally your only purpose? Like you're not pouring back into him. You're not
Right.
adding nothing to the relationship. You're literally
the
just
reciprocation.
Where we at?
taking.
Oh, okay.
So-
All right, we did good. We're an hour
so
and
let me
already.
ask you a
Let's go.
question now, because you actually proven our point. You said since the beginning of time, men have had to work for the pussy.
Yeah.
But now you're also saying that us working for the pussy is wrong. Hold on. No. I'm not saying you.
Somebody to have sex
No,
with.
forcing is wrong.
But
Forcing
I
is
never said
wrong.
working for the pussy was wrong.
Right.
I never said that. I
No,
always,
Quana.
you know me.
Quana,
I know that.
Quana,
Right.
What he said, Quana. What he said, Quana. What he said, Quana, right?
What the fuck you talking
What I'm
about?
saying.
That's just how it should be. Because as a woman, you should be having yourself at a higher standard. You should be having yourself. You should have boundaries. You should set. That's what men want. They don't want a girl that's just gonna be out here sleeping with bums and just giving it up to anybody.
Or
You
being
have some type of
easy.
fucking
All right. Yeah. See, y'all gotta make your mind up. Because the other lady said, when the other man tried to speak for women, she said, "Are you a woman?" So now you're speaking for men. What we want, like, and men can't even speak what men want because different men want different shit. Like I said, some men don't want that little 24-year-old face looking bitch, but some old men do, and we look at them as like a Diddy, like like a little weird, like weird, dude. You don't want nobody like look at your age, like close. Like I'm 46. I'm not doing nothing less than like I think 35. Like at least I go. Like you got to be mid 30s and up. And the only reason I do 35 is because I look good for my age. Now, if I thought I looked old for my age, then I'll step in. I'll be like, okay, the youngest 40. You dig? But yeah, that's the reason why I'm physically fit, and I got. Yeah, I mean, I still play ball. Y'all see me out there. I ain't got no wheelchair, no ice. When I'm done playing basketball, I don't go in no ice tub or wrap ice. No, I'm like everybody else. I get done playing ball, shower, go home, shower. That's it. Next day, that's it. I just can't play ball again that same day. That's the one thing that changed. And when you're young, you can play ball at 1 p.m. and then play ball again at 7 p.m. The only difference is I can't do that. I play one time, that's it that day. Next day, I see y'all tomorrow. But I'm not one of those older guys that play ball Friday and can't play Saturday. Nah, I can play every day, and I have been doing it. So that's what I say. So I don't want nobody old that I could just outpace. Nah, you got to. That's why I say I jump down to like 35, around there somewhere. But for guys who want the 46-year-old looking for a 22-year-old, like that, to me, just my opinion, I think that's like kind of Diddy-ish, like kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay, I get that. Tiana, you got anything to say?
All I'm gonna say is there's everybody for everybody, anybody for everybody, and
It's okay.
like if you guys want to work on a certain arrangement on like a certain relationship, it's like, oh, I do this, she does that, then that's fine. That's your private life and stuff. But I want to get back to if Diddy's a monster. I think he's a monster is because
Focus. If you take any advice from mine, stay on top of it. Because I ain't gonna say nothing until she just said it. I was gonna say it on my live. I said, I'll let it go. But now I'm gonna say it because she said it. You guys are way off topic. You let them bring you to a rabbit hole that you were not gonna come back to unless one of them brought you back there. Stay on top. My show, we would never left and Diddy's a monster. Oh, all this not. If that don't apply to Diddy, I'm good. Like, oh yeah, all this make-believe charges and men don't do that. Some dang that shit. Men don't do that. Yes, let's get back to Diddy. Let's get back to Diddy's a monster.
certain things that he did, he didn't get caught, which he thought it was good. But then after he gets caught with these allegations and people coming forward, his security guards, his closest people that worked with him are actually saying like different stories that are webbing with other people's stories.
No, not necessarily. Their different stories are also contradictory. Okay, so no, we won't do that, and that's why nobody really followed up on Gene Deals and all the other security guard claims, because they tell stories, but they don't web up. One's left, one's right. No, they don't web up. That's why nobody came Jaguar right. You can hear stories web up with Gene Deals. Fuck no. So they don't web up. The stories that end up webbing up was the women who and the men who said that they had been victimized. Now their stories been webbing up, but not the people who were so-called witnessing it. Their stories did not really web up like that. That's why we really ain't know whether to believe them or not.
And now he's like trying to make a public apology about it, so he won't like go to jail or whatever, like just pay for his crimes that he's doing. So he basically needs to be punished for all of that stuff that he was accused of, and if it's true, then he needs
wait. So he needs to be punished over accusations?
to go
If it's
to
true,
jail.
if it's true,
If it's true, but if it's not, he's still gonna be the bad person.
Now look, listen.
In everybody, in
the
most
reason
people's
why
eyes.
the reason why.
So if he is bad, he should be punished. If he's not, if the jury believes he's not bad, he's still bad. That's what you just said.
I tried to go the route of saying that what happened with Cassie may have been a one-off event and something that we can't, the man is a sum total. We can't just say, look, that one thing makes a monster. The reason why I did that is because I actually wanted to get into what he was actually charged for. And I wanted to ask you guys.
Yeah, but Diddy, we're an hour all the way in. I'm saying Diddy, that's the subject. Focus. We're an hour in, bro. You're 40 minutes late for that. This should have been next topic. You dig? Because that's the point, staying on topic. You let them win. See, they're trying to win. That's why they broke down so many different rabbit holes. They're trying to win an argument. They're not trying to stay to the subject and deal with what Diddy's actually indicted of. Because so far, they're relying on the accusations of people who claim to be there, not even the victims. Just people who claim to have got inside information like Jaguar Wright or actually been there like Gene Dill, which makes him, you an accomplice? If you're there and he's doing all this shit, like how are you out of the indictment? Like, matter of fact, don't you believe that Cassie's looking at Gene Dill, how big security guard, like shit, if I run, he gonna grab me because Puffy's paying him the security. So I guess I can't run. I'm stay here and just deal with this bullshit, another SA assault. Right? So she could put something like, because he could be possum show, like, hey, don't run over here. You dig? And so that could be intimidating. So I just like if Diddy's doing these crimes and you're there as a security guard and you're not stopping him, it comes off as you're compliant and you're with it.
Does he deserve his day in court?
Yes.
So
Yes.
Okay, does he deserve his day in court? Because all of the things he's been accused of, if that shit is true, he's the worst monster. I'm not saying that's not the point. If what he did was true, he's the worst monster. However, I believe that you need your day in court to prove whether or not these allegations are true and whether or not these allegations.
All right, so my question to DJ Focus would be like, okay, so let's say he gets day in court and he's guilty of all charges. Like, would you admit he's the monster that the accusation said he was? Or you're going to defend him somehow as that he's being railroaded because he did all these great things? It's like, what I mean? Are you with the verdict either way? Like, I ain't.
Are false, but we don't need a day in court to see what he did to Cassie, which was some fucked up shit.
It's obvious.
Okay, it was obvious. We
They just
watched
took
that.
too long to do it. They took
did.
way
We
too
watched
long.
that.
And not only that, back in the day, that was normal. That was normal to take somebody that was under 18, take them to parties, because
Or
like,
even
oh, you're getting
15,
famous, oh, you're
16.
I
getting
don't think she
money
was
for
under
it.
18.
No, I was just saying, like, just other, like, just
Other
people
artists
who have
and
like
other-
money,
mhm.
or somebody who's really famous that comes.
Like Michael Jackson? Would she agree to that? Yeah, Michael Jackson. What you're saying was normal, but Michael Jackson had those kids at parties. Not only parties, he had them in his bed. So, see, the question I would ask her, based upon what she's saying, was Michael Jackson a monster? Because he's doing everything you just said monsters do back in the day.
to like a 16-year-old girl and their parents saying
Like a young
I want her.
And I don't think Michael Jackson is actually innocent of all those things, if you ask me.
Actress or
She has
artist.
talent.
If you think about it, Justin Bieber,
Right.
Yeah.
Usher.
And they're all like connected into
Foxy
some
Brown,
kind of
all
like
them came in when they were
nasty.
very, very young kids.
Mhm.
And they were at these parties. They were in these pictures. They was
Yeah, like that was
drinking,
normal back
smoking.
then because it's like that's perfect. That was perfectly normal just as long as we got money. Now at this day and age where everybody's like, okay, well I want to stand up for myself because now I got evidence. But then now like with the court cases, they said something about like, oh, if it's past like 10 years or a certain amount of years, you can't bring it up anymore.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Cassie's was one
Yeah,
of those
statute of
cases
limitations.
that were just like, oh, she was just fibbing, she was lying, you know, she's not all that, we're just gonna dismiss the case. But now they're bringing it up just like as proof of like something happened, and maybe all of these different stories that other people are talking about is proof on proof on proof on everybody else's case.
Mm-hmm.
Like the security guard is connected to 2 or 3, 4 other people who are not as famous,
Right.
and they got marked. Like they literally were watching TV, seeing Diddy making all this fame and fortune and all this publicity, and they're just like crying at home, looking at like how famous he's getting. Now he's getting what he deserves with all of these accusations if they're true, and that's.
I ain't gonna lie. That would be traumatizing and depressive if he is the monster that they're saying he is, and the victim didn't get their justice, and they watching this dude with Ciroc, they watching do his own wine, whatever it is, D something, Delegallo, something, I mean, and he's famous and talking shit, and the whole time I was victimized by this nigga, and he never got in trouble, and he just get bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, people probably would be on some type of narcotic or trying to hurt themselves a different way, because it's like, damn, look at that fucking monster. And what he did to me, I'm never gonna get justice, and I can't even live past it, live through it. Yeah, that would be some hurtful stuff, some trauma to live through.
That's what I want to put across, because there's just certain things that people can get away with that was like, oh, probably normal back when they were younger, like back in the day, but now we're getting more laws now. Excuse me. We're getting more laws now to say, oh, hey, if this happened to you during this certain time, we can fight for you.
Okay.
So we have like,
okay. I think we really pulled the juice out of that topic there. Definitely touched a lot of nerves. Taja, I love you. I don't want you to think that I'm sorry. Okay, I love you. I love you.
Cut your ass off.
Like, we have our differences in opinion, but remember, this is a podcast and it's made to have the objective opinions, and that's what we're here for, right? We're here to have these objective opinions. I just, want you guys to know, I don't believe in the fucked up shit that he did to Cassie. I do not believe in a man coercing a woman in any way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not how I get down. Is that considered grape? I don't know. But for me, I just do not consent to that type of behavior. I don't consent to men forcing themselves upon women in any way. Okay? No means no. And if a woman says no, get your ass up out of there. Right. That's how I feel. That's how my niggas rock. We don't.
You don't condone it, right?
One no is good enough for us, okay? One no is good enough for us. If a man is working at it and then he ends up getting it, can you say, he asked me 3 times and I willingly opened my leg, but because he asked me 3 times, it's rape? I don't think so. However, that's not how I get down. One time, I'm backing the hell up. That's all I'm saying. So I do respect all of y'all opinions on the matter. We did touch some nerves in here, and to me, everybody had a good intellectual point of view. Some people got a little upset. I just want to punch me in the head. That's why I
spoke once.
If a nerve was touched.
That's why I call her.
I would have already been across somebody's head.
That's why I called you thug equivalence. You was about to pop. It's like,
Thug equivalence. I don't like this name.
You was about to pop with me. All right, look. All right, so all right, let's get to our next topic. I'm just chilling. So, all right. Well, first of all, let's get to the comments first, real quick, and then we're gonna get to our next topic. Let's get to the comments first.
I'm not gonna talk politics.
No.
Don't forget to vote.
Okay.
Please vote.
It's gonna be out in Allentown tomorrow.
Please vote.
Trump.
That's all we're gonna say. Please.
So they don't want to talk about politics, but please vote. Now, I mean, like to me, like when I hear, especially black people say that, like I know what they mean. I don't want to talk about politics, but please vote for the Democratic candidate. Like that's what that really means. I don't want to be convinced that the red side got a great point or have a great chance winning, and why we should vote for them. I don't want to talk about that. Don't convince me otherwise. Let's just vote. But again, like black, and the reason why I'm saying it means that because black people often vote 90% blue. So when you're talking to black people, just go vote. You're basically saying do what you normally do. Vote for who you normally vote for. I don't know about politics, but just vote for who you normally vote for. Okay, sure. Like that was political, by the way. That was definitely some paid advertisement.
Kids gotta have their
Make
school.
America great again.
All right, look. Let's get to the comments.
Just vote.
Let's get to the comments. Okay. Unbiased says, he gives a definition for grape. He said involves non-consensual intercourse where consent is absent due to force. Threats of the victim. Incapability to give consent, such as through the influence of drugs or alcohol. So
That's exactly what Fauna said.
So technically, if you can consent, I can't coerce unless hold on. Unless
that you just read.
hold on.
Yeah. Consensual intercourse.
Right.
So that means if she says yes,
We're-
and you do it, he's stating that.
Hold on. He said we're consent. Well, it says we're.
Is that me or that's his?
Well, it says we're
No.
Listen though. It says where consent is absent due to force. So I had to force you in some way, right? That's why I said back in the day it was you had to hold you down. I had to drug you. I had to do something, threaten you, tell you. Now coercion in the sense of saying like, look, if you don't do this, I'm going to do something to your kids. Or that's coercion. That's rape. That's bullshit.
Threatening.
That's threatening, right? All of that. But the lover boy method, or just trying to shoot his shot, or
But that's we wasn't considering that. We said there was nothing wrong with that.
Okay, good. All right, he was just giving a definition. All right, let's go down. Every black man says, let's say most are women from the USA in the way. Period. All right, go down.
Choking somebody. He said he choked
So, he says this can range from unwanted touching or fondling to forced sexual acts that stop short of penetration. The common thread here is the lack of consent.
They say look it up and they put it in the comments. I like
They put it in the comments. All right.
World fan.
Tony Note says free Diddy.
No free Diddy.
No.
Colleen Berry Jr. says free Diddy till it's backwards. All right, we got some different opinions. We got some different opinions. Regardless, this is what I'll say, and I'll end the topic here. I'll end the topic here. If the man did what he did and what he's confused of, he needs to be under the jail till it's backwards. All right, he need to be under the jail till it's backwards.
That's why they made T-shirts.
You see that video of him with Barack Obama, bro? Barack Obama was incoherent as a motherfucker, bro. I think he
All
did
right,
it.
let's get to our next topic. All right, our next topic, and I'm gonna start with Taja on this one because
Why you want to start with me?
because I want you to be back in the game. All right, we love you. All right, look. So Quana put out a post earlier. Quana, you put out a post. You want to tell the people what the post said? One you told me about last night.
Quana not fucking with you either.
Which one? That's
I wonder what your wife
It's a
gonna
beautiful
say.
day to put a nigga on child support.
It's a beautiful day to put a nigga on child support.
That's funny.
Don't ask me. I don't got no kids. All right.
It's a
I ain't got
beautiful.
no kids. I feel like this is a topic for somebody with kids.
It's a beautiful day to put a nigga on child
Yeah,
support.
I don't got kids, so
Who has kids?
I can't really.
Out of everybody, you got kids. All right, so you don't have kids.
No.
You got kids.
No, me
All
and Taja don't got kids, so we're out of the conversation.
No. We still want your opinion on it. Okay, beautiful day to put a nigga on child support. Quana, I need you to explain to me Explain to me what was your line of reasoning and thought behind it's a beautiful day to put a nigga on child support.
Because there's a lot of women out here that are allowing these deadbeat ass niggas to live their best life and not take care of their responsibilities. And I don't care. You gonna take care of your motherfucking kid, and if you can't pay it, you gonna suffer some goddamn consequences. You're not just about to just not be taking care of your kid. Point blank, period. I don't even care if I don't get the money. You're gonna have some type of goddamn consequences. Now you can't go out the country. Yeah, no passport. You might have to sit in jail here and there. And you're gonna think, you're gonna think about, damn, maybe I should have been a dad.
Okay. All right. We'll get to that. Tiana, I want to know what's your opinion on that.
Let me see if that's him or me. Let me fix my screen. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna go there, IBM. Um, again, talking two sides out their mouth. No accountability. So he's a deadbeat, right? But you literally chose to have a deadbeat baby. Most likely you're black. Most likely, if you're black, you're Democrat, meaning that you're pro-choice. Okay, so that means you know that you can exercise a choice that you believe in. Your pro-choice means you believe in the choice to practice birth control. Okay, so you got more internal power than somebody who doesn't believe in it. So you're having sex. I don't even know why you're even having relations with a deadbeat. Let's go to IBM's point. Why are you even associating yourself with a deadbeat? You're a great person, great mom, perfect woman. Why are you with this deadbeat? Which I said, remember I said this early in the show? I said, y'all killed me because y'all dragged Diddy for being a monster, but I said, but those are the guys y'all go after. Look who's with him. Kim Porter, Young M.I.A., Cassie. Look at all these great, beautiful, perfect women. They go after the monster. Why do y'all go after the monster? So now the deadbeats can be, I said this early before they went in. I said a deadbeat dad can be seen as a monster. She just said, he don't take care of his kid, blah, 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 blah. He won't live his best life. He's inconsiderate, uncompassionate, unempathetic, all those things, right? Well, some will say that's a monster. But you just had a baby with a monster. And this ain't one person. This is like every woman who's in this position who say their baby dad is deadbeat or a monster. It's like, yeah, but you're having the most intimate relationship. Like the most intimate relationship you can have is sexual relationship with someone, right? So you went past other women who just became friends with them, business partners, associates, whatever. You went past that. You became intimate. You did sharing biology and shit. Then you get pregnant. I mean, and Kevin Samuel say, at what point did you realize he was no good? And it's always after the baby. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna start chopping up some Kevin Samuel clips. We're gonna revisit a lot of that shit. But anyway, at what point did you realize he's a monster? And it's always after the baby. I don't know how many women will confess, okay, yeah, I knew he was a monster before the baby. It's always after the baby. Anyway, I don't believe that. You're pregnant. He's a monster. You're gonna bring his baby to term, knowing you're bringing a human being to this earth that's gonna have a parent that's a monster. He won't be there emotionally or name the which way they're supposed to be there. He's not gonna be there. And I'm gonna still put you through this hell. You don't deserve better. You don't deserve somebody who's gonna be there and for all those same emotional, financial reasons. No, you don't deserve that. I'm not gonna wait till I get the right guy. You know, terminate this one, next guy, make sure he's not a monster, good guy. Let's give a baby a fair chance. Now, I'm gonna bring the term a kid with a deadbeat dad, and kids that come to term with a deadbeat dad, they are more likely to be funneled from the school to prison. They're more likely to do poor in school while they're there. They're more likely everything negative, just name it. They're more likely to be little Dirk over at Tyson Neil deGrasse, right? Just say that. All the negative stereotypes that little boy is or little girl is most likely going to manifest. So yeah, you need it. So why can't this is an important moment, important decision in your life? You can't take it back. Think about it. You have a choice. You can bring it to term or not. But this is what happens if you come to term, and this is what happens if the kid doesn't. You can make the better decision, have a better stable family, nuclear family, and nope, it's always bring the baby to term no matter what. I'm Democratic except for this is how most black women think. I'm Democratic on everything except for birth control.
Where mothers are fighting, working 24 hours, taking care of their
So if y'all not gonna ever terminate the baby, then why are y'all mad at Roe versus Wade? Why y'all mad? Y'all should be y'all should be pro states that don't allow it. Like, I'd be confused on the logic sometimes.
have the pay for daycare and stuff, and then the
How that's a lot. Because if he's in the Caribbean, that means he's not a deadbeat totally. It means that he has a job, a career, he made some good money. Okay, so he can't be a deadbeat is a series of actions. The same thing you said about Diddy. He drug her. He did all these chain events. And that's what made him a monster. What makes a guy a deadbeat is also a series of actions, series of events. Okay, and one of those events is being a bum nigga, not having a job or a good great source of income. Because if he's on an island, like you say, then go to child support and you will get money. Okay. And guess what he's going to do? He's going to still live his best life because guys who are successful, they can pay the child support and still live their best life. So you're really not hurting. So child support really affects the deadbeat. Okay. The guy who's not working because his license will likely be revoked, not the guy who lived his best life on islands. Okay. Because he's going to know how to hide his money. You best believe he's gonna be a multi-member LLC, some S corp. All right. He's gonna live his best life via the business funds. Yeah, but okay, you just suffered. You're the poor victim, right? You were coerced. Okay, but now the next dad you get is the next boyfriend you get. Is he the second baby daddy? Because that's what normally happens. You meet this monster and you were victimized, you were coerced, you was the dumb person who's not bright enough to see a monster when it's in front of you, saying wearing shirts that say I'm a monster. You didn't see that, right? You was coerced, right? Okay. So now you got a new guy. Guess what? Baby daddy number two. Monster number two. Like, God damn, you keep meeting monsters. Well, maybe because you are a monster. and he just exposed their business. How the hell did child support break up a family? Oh, there are some guys who don't want to be a father, but you know that while you're 3 weeks pregnant, 1 month pregnant, you know he don't want to be a dad. So if you don't be a dad, if you don't want to be a dad, you know he's not going to be a good dad. But you still come to terms. I mean, wait. No. That's not the reality. No. Okay. That's Cap. The reality is not, wait. When, what? Does that make any sense? Okay, so the only person who changed physically after the baby is the mother. The guy is still the guy. Whatever size he was, 6 foot, skinny, 6 foot, medium, 6 foot, fat, he's still that when the baby's born. His mentality doesn't change. Like whatever he was, crazy, sane, normal, smart, IQ, he's still that. The women are the one who have postpartum. The women are the one who change. Like literally, this is real science. The women are the ones who change mentally, possibly, because they're going through a traumatic, thing. And the women are the ones who possibly can gain weight. So what would be the reason? So I'm coming to this. What would be the reason why the woman just stopped sleeping with her boyfriend? Because he ain't her damn husband. So what would be the reason why she stopped sleeping? Because we know why he stopped sleeping with her, because the postpartum or the mental, detachment from the baby, or so I'm good, or the extra weight, so I'm good. But what would be the reason why the mother stopped having sex with the daddy? Like that makes absolutely no sense. And you're just making up stuff to have an argument. That is actually the opposite. The men stop sleeping with her because of the pounds, and he'll go find a side piece, or the side piece he already had. He'll be more involved with her because she's still her size. So I don't know what she's talking about. I would love to know, why would mothers no longer sleep with the dad after the baby's born? Yeah, but why would you no longer be in? Okay, I'm missing something. Why would you no longer be in the relationship after the baby's born? Because that sounds like you're saying that you leave him. Why? This is played, because we're never going to end it. Yeah, like she's in a dream world. Yeah, what? It's normally the mother. Okay, when they break up, again, it's usually the guy who runs up because of the various reasons I just named, and it's the mom who takes the kid away from the dad. Like, what fathers be a father to a kid I mean, this is just crazy logic. And then they break up, and then the dad just psychologically detaches from his son or daughter. Like, can these fathers please stand up? Like, if the dad is in the baby's life, that means he's not dead. That means he cared for his kid, loved his kid. He's not going to walk away from his kids because y'all broke up. He's going to get another woman, and he's going to raise his kids with that family. And why they gotta live their best life? And that's another thing. See the narrative. Why, when they break up, like he lived his best life? It's almost like you're confessing something. Like you was bringing him hell when he was with you, and now he's not with you. He's not in that hell. He's not in that terror dome, and now he's free. And now he's free from the hellhole. So now he's living his best life. Why would he? Why, if what you're bringing is peace in heaven, then how could he possibly be living his best life somewhere else if you had a peaceful heavenly home? That means why would you think you would think he's living his worst life? Hey, it was perfect. It was heaven over here. Peaceful cooked meals. You had a faithful wife who wasn't in your ear and nagging you and charging you with cheating and all this type of shit. Supported you when you come from work, supported you at work. Your worst days, I support you, I lift you up. How could he actually live a better, and you with your kids, they love you, you love them, family events, family gatherings. How could you have a better life not doing that? So that's easy to me. That to me, that means that was not happening there. It was more arguing and stress and shit like that, very toxic. And now he's no longer in that toxicity, that toxic relationship, that toxic, and now he's outside of that, he's living his best life. But I don't see how God living his best life outside of the happy home you broke. That's impossible. See, so she can say, okay, so now you see what I'm saying? So it changed that narrative what the co-host said about the men leaving. That's why I said, no. So now she's being real. And she said there's an outrage of women when you had no problem with the dad after y'all split, the mom's not having a problem with the dad continuing loving their kids and that type of shit. She said it was an outrage when she allowed the father to still have a healthy relationship with his kids in spite of their differences. So that debunked the co-host theory or hypothesis that, or make up belief story that the men run off when the relationship is over. They don't want to see the kids no more. That's wild. I like that. So I told you I like her somehow, even though she's explosive and see, she might be explosive, but she got some sense. Even from child support to pro-choice, pro-life. That was sneaky. There's no sound. Yeah, that ain't. I don't know how that's possible. But so the sound not playing. I don't know how that's possible. I'm sharing the. Hold on. Let me see. The sound check. I don't know how that's possible. Because like nothing changed. All right, so I heard myself, right? Okay. So let me try it again. And I'll back it up. Shit. All right. Let me see if I can hear this. Playback.
It's abortion that you like. You're about to kill.
Okay. All right, so it's playing now.
So let me ask you a question now.
It's gonna get even worse if they ban it. It's already overpopulated and we have abortion. Imagine you ban that shit.
It's just too many people not doing enough to help the infrastructure of the world. It's just everybody's trying to do an easier job to make money.
It's also just way too many fucking people and not enough money. Like it's not enough. The way that we have set up our world, it's not set up for this kind of.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Taja. You go out to Viral Lounge one night, right? Love's Lounge, right?
That's a viral lounge.
Tipsy's. You go to Tipsy's. Tipsy's on a Sunday night with Quantitated and DJ Shy. Woo woo. Yes. Okay, right. You know, have a couple Mai Tais. You meet a guy you think that's extremely attractive, and you know, you end up having sex with this man. You end up having sex with this man, right? You didn't want to get pregnant at that moment, but you ended up pregnant. Would you have an abortion? Would you have an abortion? No, I'm just saying, would you get an abortion?
There needs to be some kind of conversation. There needs to be some kind of conversation with that person that she.
No, but yes or no.
I just want to. I want to know, would she?
Okay, I'm not
more
gonna
than just a yes or no.
I can't just it's not a yes or no question. How I would feel, but I want to. I think the question is, would I want to? Would I want to have that baby? No, I would not. So depending on the conversation had with the person, that's how you proceed with the decision making. True. If you can't get a hold of that person, now that decision is yours to make. But if they want to have a say, I'm gonna let them have a say. Like now, am I going to? This is my thing, because men do it. So personally, this is how I feel. You want to have a baby? You want me to have this baby? Cool.
Because men do it. You see. So is it sincerely how you believe? Or just because this is get back, this is what men do, and like you'll find that the case a lot of times. It's always like because men did it, or because men could do it. Like that's that hurt people attitude. Men did it, so look, I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna have this baby. I'm gonna pop it out and give it right to you. Cool.
But aren't men monsters though? Aren't we womenizers and shit? You want to be like that?
That's fine. Or you give it up. But
so you would have the baby though.
If you really like so far against abortion that you like, you're about to kill my child. No, I'm not gonna. No, but it's my own personal conscience. Like I'm not gonna do that because I wouldn't want somebody to do it to me.
Yeah. Like I already know and I see that like black women just needs to have this conversation more openly. Like this child support, this abortion, like birth control, like this needs to be a normal conversation among black people, so they can be more prepared. The mother and father, the potential mother and father, like they're more prepared psychologically for when it happens, like either scenario. But the conversation is not had enough, it's not had enough, and then before you know it, boom, you're a father. Before you know it, boom, you're a mother. But more importantly, before you know it, you're a single father, single parent father. And before you know it, you're a single parent mother. It's like, yeah, this ain't normal. So this is like how do you cope with this, which is hard as hell. Or before you know it, boom, child support, you dig? And boom, what do I do now? See, there'd be more preparation had you had these conversations. You can gear yourself mentally for these possibilities when you're having unprotected sex.
I wouldn't want you pressuring me, kill. I want you to have this. I don't want you to have this baby.
Okay, all
I
right.
wouldn't want somebody to do that.
So let me rephrase the
peace
question.
to watching.
You had sex with this man, whatever. You don't even know who he is. You can't get in touch with him, whatever the case may be. He has no say in the matter. You have the 100% complete say in the matter.
Now, this is a great twist of the scenario. I like this right here. He's trying to put it all on you now.
I already said
at this time,
answered this question.
would you have the abortion? If you forget what he's
If you
saying.
can't get in contact with him, then it's her choice.
Yeah, there's my choice.
No,
to make,
your
and
choice
my
to make,
answer
exactly.
is that I'm not.
Obviously, her choices. But you see, if she can't get in contact with him, like, listen, that's what I'm trying to say. Like these women are in make believe. It's like, yo, in Black society, women or girls, in that matter, are not taught that if they get pregnant, they're supposed to contact the man, the boy, the teenager, to see whether or not the baby should come to term or not. Like, that's not a practice taught in society. So, like, this make-believe conversation is stupid because it should be worded differently because they're not calling, they're not checking, they don't give a damn where you at. If they don't know where you at, if they do know where you at, they're already doing what they want to do. But right now, we're just playing make-believe.
What? No.
Would you get it? You wouldn't.
Yes, I'm not keeping no baby.
All right, yeah. Shout out to Tiger.
No.
Oh, you not? You are having an abortion.
So listen.
Okay.
I am a pro-choice person. I believe that people should make their own decisions. Now,
Again, like Black liberal women, they always say they're pro-choice, but they never exercise. Okay, they always perform, not always, but enough of them. Because you can look at society, 80% homes are single parent. So enough of Black women claim they're pro-choice, but they don't use that other option enough, which is termination.
I personally have never been in that decision, in that place, but I don't think that I could ever actually have an abortion. So
okay.
If it came to that, no, I would probably give it up for adoption.
Okay.
I don't think I'd be able to.
Hold it. Wait, adoption is better than adoption is better. That caught me off guard. No words.
Well, at least you're consistent. You said you don't believe in it. You said you think it's wrong.
I'm consistent.
You're consistent, and I like that. All right, I'm gonna ask Brianna the same question.
Oh my.
Brianna, are you keeping a one night stand, baby?
This question.
See,
It's supposed to be.
this is hard because I'm a child who had already been in the foster care system, so it's kind of sensitive towards me a little bit. And I really did not want to have this conversation, but now we're having it. Okay, so would I keep a child out of a one night stand? Not necessarily, but I wouldn't abort it either. You know, I believe.
I had to pause that. What?
All an aborted stand. Not necessarily. Would I keep a child out of a one night stand? Not necessarily, but I wouldn't abort it either.
Okay, you really just said two things that cannot happen.
You know,
okay, she's going the adoption route. Okay, I got it. I forgot that's even an option. I know that. Okay, all right. So I just had babies. Here you go, system. And as far as I know, you really can't give the baby for adoption without contacting the father first. Okay, so but listen. Why did she and the other woman say they'll get okay? Do y'all see what's going on here? They'll rather give it for adoption. No. I'm bugging. I forgot that he changed the scenario. The guy is in Cancun. You met him in Cancun, and he somewhere. Okay, I got it. No, never mind. Skip what I'm saying. So okay, so she's saying she'll just get the baby for adoption. I mean, goddamn. That's worse than a single parent home. So the baby is going to be a hellhole mess until they become an adult. Like, so you'll have a baby, and then that's I personally believe. Never mind. Let me just play.
I believe all life deserves to have a second chance. Now, if a baby doesn't survive, the first few trimesters, I wouldn't overwork my body for that, because sometimes a woman's body sometimes is very sensitive too. So like, depending on like how we're taking care of ourselves depends on how the baby's gonna grow. So it's a very sensitive thing too. So for me, I would say no, but not that I would abort it though, if that makes any sense. Right.
Okay, so you're the same way. You're adoption, but you wouldn't necessarily get an abortion.
Right.
I like the answers that y'all are giving. I really do, because they're consistent and they show.
That's called leading. So what he's doing is he's leading them to say abortion, because no abortion. Because if you say no abortion, then you get no argument out of him, which he's going to argue. And they're probably exhausted arguing. So he's leading them, he's rewarding them to say no abortion. Okay, let them all give their genuine opinion, and then you come back and say, hey man, you like it or whatever. But like, your approval, like they made that clear, like your approval isn't a stamp of certification to them. You dig? So you're leading them and you're rewarding them when they say no abortion. and so now, like, you're setting the standard for, if somebody say abortion, like now they're the outcast.
A respect for the life of this.
You see, because you're bringing a baby to term. See, dude, you gotta be neutral. You can't be that obvious on one side. This guy, he's like Jesse Lee Peterson. Now you're not just rewarding them, you're now giving your opinion that is the right decision. So whoever's next is like, damn, well, I gotta see what everybody else said, because you just made it clear that this is the right decision, because you're loving a life. So now if I say abortion, that means I'm the evil person.
This in life of this child that's growing inside you. So it's like, you know what, you guys don't believe in it. You believe that a man should have a say whether or not he should have the baby. Right. And on top of that, you say you'll give it up for adoption, but you wouldn't have an abortion. I like that. I appreciate that, and I love y'all for that. Like,
I would like to say
that's to me responsibility. Both responsibility, taking responsibility for your actions,
despite what you see in the media. Because
all right, I mean, so what's the point? So whoever says abortion, you're gonna. You see what they're faced with? Whoever says, yeah, no, I do abortion, they're faced with what you just said. Like, damn, I'm the villain.
The media will tell you a lot otherwise. From my personal experience and what I've heard from the many women that I've met, it's very similar to what you hear on this couch. Like, the consensus of just like doing, that's very, I think it's a smaller number than is what's thought. Like, people just going out and just doing whatever the fuck they want, like abortion clinic every other day. I think that's
it's repetitive.
It's a very like the number is slimmer than you think it is. It's not.
Oh, you see, unbiased sports is right. I told you, like black liberal women, they're democratic on every talking point except for the pro-birth one. She said from her personal experience, most women that she knows, when they have a baby, they're pregnant, they're coming to term. And like, that's what I say, like, just look outside, just look at the women you see with the kids, like just look at them, like 9 kids, 4 kids. They look like she having abortions, like, yeah, like, but so basically she's saying, focus, you're a bit extreme on black women going to, but okay.
It's not as big, like the majority of women are not.
Yeah, but I think it's upon how you look at it though, because there's a lot of women that take Plan B, which is a form of abortion. There's a lot of women that take the pill, which is a form of abortion.
No. Don't say abortion. It's not abortion. It's birth control. Okay. So again, like y'all using words where y'all are changing the choice or the method. okay? Because DJ Focus clearly made abortion like the terrible word to do, the taboo word. So now when you're saying Plan B abortion, so now because the word abortion is now demonized. So any birth control method that you're tagging to abortion is like no good, it's evil. Plan B is evil now. And whatever else you say that's tagged to abortion is going to be seen as evil because abortions are evil according to Focus.
I think that's
It's a form. I'm not saying it is exactly. I'm just saying it's one of the things that.
Because I don't think that, personally, I don't think a Plan B pill, and that's getting deep into it, but that to me is not a form of abortion. That's a form of contraception. Because you take a Plan B after you have sex, not after you find out you're pregnant. You take a Plan B after sex. That's contraception.
I kind of agree with that.
I
Because
agree with
it basically stops it from even getting to the egg.
Well, of course, Focus agree with that. I mean, black men are hilarious when it comes to this subject because they're just against abortion, right? The actual process of that. They're not against other ways that it can be seen, like she just said. The Plan B can be, that's the gray area. Like, is it? But because it's a Plan B, well, I agree with that. Well, let's look at it. That pill stopped the inevitable. You just had unprotected sex. Semen went to the egg. If you let that process play out naturally, you're going to have a pregnancy. So let's stop that process. So we're stopping the inevitable life form, but that's somehow better than, okay.
To that part,
To get to that point.
yeah.
So I do understand that. I get what you're saying.
I totally agree with you there. I think the jury is kind of out on Plan B, but I kind of agree with that it's more of a form of contraception as opposed to. Because
he agreed with that. Come on, man. And that's what he tries on my show. Like he admits that this is a gray area, but in the gray area, he'll still choose a side. It's like, dude, no, the gray area is the gray area. That means that no one can exclusively or absolutely argue one way because there's an equal opposite strong argument to the contrary. But somehow he still argues the gray area. Okay. Terrible.
You getting pregnant, this baby is growing inside of you, you know what I'm saying? It's getting a heartbeat. It's getting a, and then you actually go ahead and
it's getting a heartbeat, but all right. Yeah, I gotta play back our discussion.
That's to me,
Right.
that's
The
abortion.
thing is, though, and I love my black people.
Yes.
Unfortunately, based off of stats, black women only make up 8% of the woman population, yet they do 42% of the abortion. So right now, we are actually killing ourselves.
Yes.
So right only make up 8% of the woman population based off of stats.
Okay. I heard it. You said black women make up only 8% of the women population, but they're 42% as far as having abortion surgery.
Black women only make up 8% of the woman population, yet they do 42% of the abortion. So right now, we are actually killing ourselves.
Where you going?
Yes.
No bad.
The point of
You
this
took it
being
back.
was this
I would
just
say,
to,
well, no, you have stated that it happens less often than you think. It happens very often.
but I said it happens less often than the media will portray. I didn't say anything about
It
like
happens a lot more than the media portrays.
The
it.
back.
A lot more.
in what demographic, because you're just bringing up the
I think you guys.
I'm not bringing up a
I think you guys are both right. I think you guys are both right because Taj is right. Taj is right in the sense that it
Taj is right, and that
happen.
this went from an opinionated show where everything's up to for debate. Now Focus is telling people who's right, who's wrong. This guy is clever.
Less than the media portrays in the sense that they act as though 100% of women is down with this shit, and only 42% of women is less than half of the women that's actually down with it. But I think you're right. But I think you're right in the sense that it's happening more often than it should. It's happening more often than it should. But the question that I really wanted to ask was, do you think that it's fair that a man should not have to pay child support and abort himself out the child's life if he doesn't want a baby, if the women can abort the actual child if she doesn't want a baby? And I think y'all all agreed with that. Quana made a good, interesting point last time we talked about this, which was, if you state from the beginning I don't want to have nothing to do with this child, as opposed to you being in the child's life for 2 or 3 years and then trying to remove yourself at that point. You remember that point you made? You know, then at that point,
I think I feel like it just is more worse when at the end of the day, even though it's not right that the woman has the choice by herself solely legally to abort the kid. I just think it's just at the end of the day, as any real man, even if he didn't want the child, it's his blood. Like, you should just step up. Any real man would just step up and do what needs to be done, even if he didn't want the child.
Agreed.
right.
Now, I do feel like the laws is just not fair. I feel like when it comes to abortion, I feel like if a woman's pregnant and a man wants to try to fight for his kid in court, I think that a man should be able to take a woman to court and fight for her to keep the baby. And whether they agree upon him having full rights if he really wants the baby and her signing over the rights when it's done, I think that the men should have a chance to fight, because it isn't right that.
How about y'all just start using protection? How about that? Like, the next topic, DJ Focus, it should be should you guys have more protection? Condoms, specifically condoms, right? Watch how that goes. As these same women, should they be forced to have a condom in all of their sexual experience?
Take a woman to court and be like, hey, like, this is why I'm financially stable. I want my kid. I'm fighting for my kid. I'm gonna do what I gotta do for my kid. If she wanna give me all the rights, I'll take all the rights when the baby's born. I think guys should have that opportunity.
If they mutually don't want it, I think they should both sign off on the fact that they want an abortion, so that way it clears the air on if it'll happen or not.
Yeah, you know, I actually think, you know, normally when we have these abortion conversations, it's a real, you know, split, you know, but I think we kind of agreed more than anything than we actually disagreed.
Oh,
on
yeah,
this
yeah.
particular matter, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Look at your shoe. Yeah, he's loving the fact that he finally got some women that are pro life.
And y'all, to me, are some enlightened women, you know what I'm saying? And as two women who have children and two women who are just...
This guy he's coaching, he's leading. This guy, because they chose pro-life, they're more enlightened, they're more educated. Stop it, bro.
It's real smart and intellectual. Y'all understand the nuances, and the nuances exist. It's like, I don't want to have this kid, I should be able to remove myself. You don't want to have this kid, you should be able to abort the kid. But it doesn't mean you're not a fucked up person for that decision you make. Everybody has free will, but that don't mean that the decision you made with that free will makes you a good person. Exactly. Exactly.
That 20-year-old child coming to your job like, is you my daddy? Or is you my mama? That's your.
No, it's 100% true. It's 100%.
The longest yard.
The game plan.
Yeah, the game plan. Where your 13-year-old daughter just pops up like, whoa, look at your daughter now.
And I think, and we'll end that here and then go to the next topic. I really think that
she has to step out before the next topic.
Step out? Yeah. You gotta go? Okay, I do really think that, you know, if there is a heaven, a lot of us gonna get there, and the kids we aborted gonna be like, fuck you.
Yo, what?
Okay, so as her final parting words, I would just like to bring up before she goes our wardrobe collection. We did talk about it a little bit in the beginning, but as you can see, we all are wearing the collection. Sorry.
My bad.
I'm sorry.
My bad. It's okay.
But we are going to have a website set up soon, so that you can purchase. We have a fashion show coming up in April. So
we only have 35 minutes left to this podcast.
Oh, yes.
We got 35 minutes left. Can you stay for the 35?
No. I should be gone a long time.
Okay, all right, good.
Okay, we'll see you guys later.
All right,
but yes, we have a live coming up, so yes.
But I will.
All right, cool.
So you guys make urban clothes?
Yeah.
All right, could you slide down then? To the middle, yeah. Yep. Fact about it, you take that mic and you give her that mic. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool, perfect. Yeah, 35 minutes left. Okay. All right, cool. So, did you want to say something else about your fashion? Or that was good?
Just that we have a live video event coming up on Black Friday where we're going to be selling a whole bunch, not just the clothing line, but a whole bunch of other stuff. Have models trying on the clothes and even have live, like models walking around in the clothes live. So
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And they spending
okay.
their own money too, bro. So y'all better fucking support. If you don't show up,
Right. This is a
You
You gotta show up,
small-
come out and show love.
small
April
business,
25th.
black-owned support.
Right.
All
We'll
us.
find you.
We
know
so
where you
look,
live. All right, so
Yeah, they
struggling. No, we're not. I am not struggling. Please.
I'm
No,
not struggling.
no,
I'm
no,
okay.
no. All right, so our
content.
next topic, and it may be our last topic for the night, depending upon how long we go on this particular topic. And I want to start with Quano on this one. Do you think? Because we asked the body count question before, right? Does body count matter with a woman, right? All right. So do you think that there is a double standard, right, with body count for men or body count for women? Or maybe I should ask the question in this way and say, does body count for a man count as much as body count does for women?
How many people
How many
you slept
sexual
with?
partners you had?
I would say how many sexual partners made you actually come? That body count right there. That's a body count.
No, if he
That's a body count.
If he entered, that's a body count.
All right, go ahead, Quano.
TT's just like,
So, I would say that in the times that we live now, body count doesn't matter as much. But I think more for like a lot of men, body count does matter. I do think that we keep taking it back to the beginning of time. Our value as a woman has always been in our whatchamacallit, I can't get the word.
Part of the attraction.
No, like our keeping our legs closed. Like our value, our purity of a woman is always what
Connected
has
to
made a woman more higher value.
right, the celibacy.
But I do believe that in the times that we live now, it's a lot different. It's a lot dating is different. Things are more difficult. I think as long as you're not out here literally like just giving it up all crazy, like what I mean, just respect yourself. I think everything's all on how you do it, really. I know that there's definitely is a double standard when it comes to that, which I don't really understand it. I get it in a sense, but I don't really understand it because I think that you can catch the same diseases that I can catch. You can have kids just like I can have kids, and you put in your
Hold on. Finish your statement.
That doesn't make sense. Because I said you can have kids just like I can have kids. So if a guy's having sex with a woman, he can have kids just like I can have kids. The only difference with a woman is if you're having sex with multiple men, you might not know who your kid's father is. But that's not what I said. What I said was you can have kids just like I can have kids.
Right.
That is a fact. So back to what I was saying. So I think that body count does matter. On both sides, and just the way things is. For some reason, at the end of the day, most women are attracted to the guys who get the most bitches, anyways.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So body count does matter. Okay, good. Brianna, I want to ask you the same question. Does body count matter as much for men as it does for women?
As for men, it does for women. I feel like as women, we don't necessarily care too much about it, but at the same time we are sensitive to a certain extent because, mind you, we could all catch the same diseases as a man would. So it's always good to like keep up with your hygiene and make sure that you are normally testing yourself and making sure that you are good, so that way when you're in these relationships and you are having sexual relations, that you're good and yet your partner is good as well too. You know what I mean? And I agree the same way as if it was for a woman. I feel like as women we need to keep ourselves clean and make sure that we're like A1 before anything as well. You know what I mean? Because there's certain women, not all women, that don't normally but and then there's some dudes
Bree don't like saying words.
Yeah, I like to try to keep it classy as best as I can, but but
They're not
for a
clean.
certain right, so
They're not clean.
now
They're not clean. Like
and it's usually the
they don't
ones
get
that aren't
checked.
right.
Yeah, they're dirty.
So
They're dirty bitches.
so with the let's just say the dirties, right? I'm gonna just as simple as possible. People who don't normally take care of themselves are usually the ones with the higher body count. That's what I'm going towards. Now, the people who are more hygienic and are, upkept, should I say, are, we're usually the ones with a low body count. Now, usually when somebody with a higher body count, normally, these are just from what I know, from what I've also heard and what I've experienced myself too, is like, so, so,
All right, I think I kind of get your point.
She said I'm not trying to go to hell. What?
I get your point. You're saying that women who don't take care of themselves as much
like it's
have
for
a higher
both
body
parties.
count.
It's for both parties. It's
But
like there's some people and then there's some people
But
that.
what's the answer to the question? What's your answer to the question?
It matters
To
to a
men
certain
as
extent.
much to women.
It matters
to a
to
certain
it. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so you're reticent to actually take a particular stand on it, and you are ambiguous in your answer. And okay, I get that. Draco, I want to ask you the question, saying without being disrespectful. All right, does body count matter for men as much as it does for women?
Yes, body count matters a lot to men and much more to men than it does to women. 100%.
So in a
not 100%. In most cases.
in a negative or positive way.
In a negative way.
So a man with a higher body count is worse than a woman with a higher body count.
No, you're
No.
saying the opposite. You said the
A
opposite.
woman with a higher body count than a man is worse than a man with a higher body count than a woman.
Okay, explain your answer.
So it goes on to Quana's point. That's one of the cases on if she gets pregnant, she won't know who the daddy is. But I promise you that nigga knows.
Yeah, look at her face, yo. She don't look too happy about that. Where did one go?
Another point.
Where the fiery one go?
When it comes down to it, women are the ones who choose who has consensual sex. So if they're just allowing men to have what makes them most valuable so easily, then
Yeah, when she said women with low height genes have a larger body count. Like what?
You just let Lil Ray Ray have with no problem. That's the stance.
Okay, so you think it's worse for a woman than it is for a man?
Correct.
All right, Tiana, is it worse for men? I mean, is men having a high body count the same as women having a high body count? Are they equal, or is it different standards, fair standards? I'm not saying oh, it's unfair and men get regarded this way, women get regarded that way. What I'm saying is, do you think there's a substantial difference, or it should be a difference, or you understand what I'm saying? Like,
so I think it's equal, but I feel like sometimes women are more judged on high men body count than with men with high body counts, but it goes either way. It's like you can have a woman judging a man because he has a higher body count than a woman, but it's just like you're complaining about that. But do you really want to look for a woman that only had sex for like what, more than with 5 people? Less people? Okay, so what if you want somebody with experience? What if she doesn't know what she's doing?
You teach her.
Okay, and then you teach her, and then she leaves you for another person.
That generally, well, I mean,
that's a good point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
at that point, I wouldn't
so
care.
either way, like, she has experience with things, and she's kind of on the freaky side, right? So she knows how to do this and that because she has a high body count, which educates her for how men like to get their wing doodled.
Okay, so hold up. The one
Not
thing
the-
that I
it was
wanna
the
say
wang
that-
wang doodle.
Listen, so
I was trying to keep it clean.
my cousin had told me something before that actually made sense when it comes to that. So technically, the reason why it's better when a woman has a higher body count, she has more expectations when it comes to sex. Like, okay, so boom, let's say if a woman was only with one man and you never were with nobody else, you're not going to be sitting there worried about every other dick and what the fuck is going on because that's all you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why sometimes it's harder for sometimes a higher body count can affect you in a negative way sometimes because now you have all this experience, so your expectations is a lot more higher, and you're like this big freak, and this man can't do enough for you because you're freaked out.
Right.
No, but you're freaked out. No, I'm
Not
sorry.
freaked out. I like that.
You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So
No,
I think there could be a positive thing to that where it's like, okay, you get a girl and she knows everything and she's taking care of you, but then it can also be a negative thing because whatever you're lacking, or she's thinking about how this nigga used to eat her pussy. Like, you might got good dick, he got good dick, but this nigga ate my ass. This nigga,
Yeah. He
this
licked my
nigga-
toes.
This nigga,
Not the
Hey,
beginning.
strawberry on my back.
Don't get the other
I
turn.
have a question, Juana.
Yeah.
Do any of you know what pair bonding is?
Huh?
Pair bonding. Do you know any of you
Like
know what
soul
pair bonding
ties.
is?
Oh,
The
soul ties.
ability to
Okay.
maintain within a long-term relationship. That is pair bonding. Do any of you know what that is?
Well, I'm just hearing about the pair bonding,
Cool.
but I know about soul ties.
The thing about
I heard
pair
about soul
bonding,
ties.
Unfortunately, with women's psychology, the more bodies y'all acquire, it's harder for y'all to remain in that relationship, as Quanda was saying. It's only because, all right, so if it's like this, every time y'all have sex, y'all put your guard down. So that means, all right, so if Ray, he bought you a flower to put your guard down, you're like, and then he leaves you. You're like, oh shit, all right, Ray only got me a flower. All right, so now Tyrone gonna come by with a flower and a chocolate bar. That drops your guard. So he did a little bit more than the last dude to get the game to be able to hit. Now the third dude got to do something, if not more, something different than the last two for him to get with you. And then now at that point, you're probably wondering, yo, is he going to stay after he hits? That's what parent bonding is for women, unfortunately. That's where Quana was going at.
Oh, okay.
All right, Taja, I want to ask you the same question. Do you think body count matters for men or for women, or do you think that it's a fair juxtaposition between body count for men versus body count for women?
I feel like y'all know how I'm gonna answer this question.
I do, I really do, but the people don't.
Personally, I feel like they do. After watching this, I think that it should be the same. I don't do double standards. I feel that way in every aspect of my life. I don't do double standards. I don't do none of that bullshit. I think that we are all people. People should be equal. Period.
Period.
And I don't care. I don't care how all the other like females, if they all like a nigga that got crazy dick and that a nigga that got all these bitches on him. I don't.
I definitely do
I
not.
sure as hell don't. I don't want you, because it's just like I don't want no bullshit. I don't want no trauma. I don't want I don't want to have to deal with 20. I'm only 22. I don't want to. And I don't think that it should be.
I knew it. I said she was no older than 25.
I always see his post on Facebook, and it's
22.
like a whole bunch of niggas in line to fuck this bitch on a couch, and then it's a nigga in the back of the line with some fucking flowers, and they like, oh, make sure you're not the nigga in the back of the line. Why the fuck would I want? Why would I want to marry the nigga that was fucking this bitch and hopped out of line either? I'm not fucking the niggas that's standing in line to fuck this bitch either. And they not just standing in her line, they standing in 7 different, 12 different, 18, 24, a million, like mad different bitches, fucking mad different. I don't want that nigga either. I want the nigga that's gonna sit there and actually, take me serious and wait on it and take and actually give a fuck about it. Like, I don't know. And it'd be like, I don't know. This is my personal perspective on it. I think that people put a lot into this, like, oh, how many people you fucked, and that's more important than what kind of person are you, like,
Right.
what are your, like, because everybody's so concerned about, like, oh yeah, like how many niggas you fucked, like, that's so important. Like, how about you ask this bitch what her relationship is with her mom, with her dad? Like, how about you ask her a real question? Like, niggas, everything is so sexualized. Everything is about sex. And it just be like, well, that's why motherfuckers got these high ass body counts, because everything is about fucking sex. Y'all can't even have a conversation. You can't even get to know a bitch without asking her, what about you? What your pussy do? Like, how many niggas been in your pussy? Like, damn, can we have a fuck? Like, damn, like, always asking about some sex. That just lets me. I feel like that let me know where your brain is. Your brain is already in my pussy. Your brain already there.
Like men. I think a lot of, like, to me, I can't even say I judge the men that do care about body count. I think that you gotta do whatever works for you, like whatever is for you. But I think that, like, a real, like, to me, most men don't really care about body counts. As long as you, like I said, there's different types of how you do it. But it's really, it's
That's
not
what
how you go
matters.
about it.
It's how you do it.
And I
Period.
think that, like, any man that would sit there and ask me what my body count, I wouldn't even.
I'm not gonna want to fuck
You're
with you no
not-
more,
yeah,
because
you're
you'd be
not.
like,
Like, it's just like,
giving
So
we're like,
But to your point,
Right.
So let me cook for a second now. I'll let y'all talk.
necessarily true.
No,
You just
I'll
said-
let y'all talk.
That's not-
I'll let y'all talk. Let me cook for a second.
Let
right?
y'all talk. Let me talk. Let me talk.
So I kind of agree with a lot of what y'all saying. The conversation is very nuanced. You have people who say, a woman with a bad father is going to have a high body count, but a woman with a strict father is going to have a high body count once she leaves that strict situation. You know what I'm saying? If she was deprived of certain things, once she gets out on her own, she could also have a high body count. And then I also think, that, women, and this is no disrespect, but I think that every woman has a whole phase. Now, listen to me. Hear me out. You have women who were really, really reserved early in the game, and then later on in the game, they felt like they were missing something. So as a result, they kind of opened up themselves and was a little bit more free, right? Then you have women who were free earlier in the game and who had a high body count, but who experienced all of that shit, and now say, you know what, I don't want that anymore. I want to, have this one guy, and I want to experience love, and I want him to be there for me. So I do think the conversation is very nuanced. You know what I mean? I don't think it's just, one right opinion or one wrong opinion, but.
Okay, go. Hey, yeah, you know what? I'm reading the watcher comment, and you might be right, and we might be mad at that. Okay, I said I'm right there. Okay, go. So someone might be mad at that. Okay. So someone might be mad at that. Like it's almost like the people who live the alternative lifestyle, right? The trans lifestyle, but it don't matter what I was born, how I was born, right? Accept me who I am now and date me for who I am now. And it's like, and they like make you the problem. So when you had that comment, I thought about that. Like women who are masculine and aggressive and loud, like they almost like make men the bad guys for not liking that type of woman. Almost like the trans community. Like me the way I am and date me because I'm a woman, damn it. It's like ain't that like coercion? Back to the subject.
I will say this. I believe body count for women is more detrimental than body count for men, only because women gain a lot of value from keeping their legs closed, right? If you have a key that can open one lock, that lock is a lot more valuable than you have a key that can open any lock, right?
If you have a lock that is opened by many keys, that is a useless lock.
That's what I meant to say. All right, I said it wrong. All right, but the point is that, at the end of the day, women do gain a lot of value from, and I'm speaking as a man, okay, and what we value. And if y'all want men who value you, or if you want to understand what men value, then listen, because the reality of the matter is we don't want women that have been with every nigga, that is easy for men to access. Because the reality of the matter is, if men are so easy to access you, then our subconscious and conscious mind is thinking they will still be just as easy to access you when we're together, right? And then on top of that, we don't want the woman, where's the prize in that, right? It's like, I don't want the woman who everybody had, you know what I'm saying? So women have always gained a lot of value from keeping their legs closed. This is why y'all have a hymen. This is why God put a lock on your stuff. It's because, at the end of the day, y'all the mothers of civilization. Y'all the mothers of civilization. You have children and new life grow in your womb. So your womb can't be polluted. And as he said, and Quana, you won't even know who your baby father is if you out here screwing a lot of people. So evolution has dictated that in your very DNA, hold on, real quick. Evolution has dictated that in your very DNA, you are, those who can keep their legs.
You were just arguing against evolution on my damn channel, man. Make up your mind.
Those are the ones who are higher valued, because we don't want you opening your legs and we don't even know who the fucking baby father is. You know what I'm saying? You end up on Maury in paternity court by opening your legs to anybody. But for us, it's just a little bit different. Then also I will say that men.
No, you're not on the podcast.
Hold on. Also, I will say that men have to kind of earn their way into women, right? We talked about it earlier, how men have to work their way into it, right? Women can literally, and I say this often, any one of y'all pretty beautiful women can go into a barbershop right now and say, yo, look, meet me in the back and I'm doing whatever y'all want to. And niggas gonna line y'all up, right? If I walked into a beauty salon and said, yo, meet me in the back,
They gonna call the
You
police
gonna
on
kick
your
that.
ass.
They gonna,
You be
nigga,
police on your ass.
they gonna call the police.
Police.
I'm gonna be on Facebook picture. They're gonna be like, this nigga a pervert. Like, right? So,
But is that men's fault or
we
women's
got-
fault? Because y'all the ones that taking this bitch to the back.
that's just how evolution has made us, right? So the reality of the matter
That's
is,
why they're saying that we have value in our.
you have
our
value in
which is-
keeping less
and
body
in
count.
value, and it's always been like that. We always had more.
Bro,
denying that.
anything,
So
Kings always
open,
want the virgins.
we can open the
anything
door.
that's hard,
We open our own lock.
anything that's harder to achieve is more
That our
respected.
bodies are like a
Any-
temple.
Anything that's harder, let me cook real quick. Anything that's harder to achieve is more respected, right? So if it's harder for me to get into y'all, but yet I found a way to get into y'all with impunity, right? Then the reality of the matter is that's going to be more respected. It's going to be highly valued. But if a woman can have sex with anybody, any one of y'all can go out right now to any club or bar and have sex tonight. Like any one of y'all, and y'all know that. Y'all can just literally go there and just get a little promiscuous and have sex tonight. Men don't have that option. We literally be planning like, yeah, I'm going to go get some tonight. And then they go out there and they end up not getting none. So
Drink, come and fly, smoke good, everything, bro.
exactly. So I think that for a woman
What
to,
if you're antisocial?
What do you mean?
I think for real quick, and then I'm gonna let you talk.
Okay, sorry.
I think for a woman to abuse that power that she has to basically screw anybody is always going to be viewed as less respect than a man gaining the power to screw anybody. But go ahead, I'm gonna let you talk. Go.
Oh no, I was just asking like a random question because I'm just like thinking, yeah, there's a lot of girls who are like, out there, they're bubbly, and there's some that are just very
You scared
antisocial.
me.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, but
So it's just
because
like,
you're
I don't know.
antisocial doesn't mean
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you ain't sleeping with people.
I feel like
There's a
just
lot
how
of
you
girls-
feel like how women should like close their legs. Why can't men
Yeah.
close their legs? It's like because you need to man spread, right?
No,
you need to
we're
keep.
not saying. But that's the thing. We're not saying that's not the point. Like that is a fact. Like men should have to respect it. So, but we're just saying that's just what it is. No matter what, it's just what it's been and has always been.
Wait a minute. So why? Wait, didn't one of y'all say men used to? Okay, when y'all seen the video of Diddy and Cassie, one of y'all said that's what it always been up to like the 80s or during the 80s. Man, you scared me. Yeah, woo, you scared me. So it's like, wait a minute. So if something is good because that's always what it was, woo, well, men not giving women rights, respecting rights, that was always that too. So I'm just like the logic is, yeah, come over here so we can discuss some of y'all logic. Okay, come this way.
At the end of the day, and
Come on my panel and let's discuss the same topics. We can hear this logic of it was always like that, so it's okay. It's like, well, damn. Well, then you don't have any rights because it was always like that. We had no rights, especially in this country. So it's okay, right? The logic, I don't get it.
at the end of the day, I don't think we should really feel offense that
I
men
don't
hold us
think
to a
that's
higher
how it's
standard.
always been though,
Right,
because I
right,
think
It's like, how are you offended by the fact that
Yeah, getting married first has always been the way. So why didn't I could confidently say none of y'all got married before you had sex. So if that was always the way, who broke tradition and why? And is it good to be the reverse, where you have sex first and then get married?
we are holding, that we are held to a higher standard.
I don't think that it's an
But
offense.
I do think that a man also, to me as a woman, it doesn't feel good to me if I'm in a club and I know that there's 17 bitches in this club that my man fucked.
I would feel weird
It is
as hell.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. It really is embarrassing. Like, damn, like, nigga, you got all these bitches up in the club that you fuck. And a lot of men think that us women don't care about that, but it does hurt us. Like, we do care. It does bother us.
Wait. How would that be embarrassing? Like y'all will all have something in common. We all have sex with that hot guy over there, or that accomplice. How is that embarrassing? It's embarrassing if you said you're in a club and your guy has sex with 14 women who are not in the club, but all the women in the club know he did that. That's embarrassing. Not all of y'all had something in common.
females.
We
overthink and we overanalyze
Yeah,
it.
and he does have a high body count. That's why the girls be so insecure in some of those when guys have high body counts. They be so insecure in their relationships where they fucking stressing y'all out, and y'all think they may have wanted you because you that nigga, but now that she's stressing you out because she's insecure because you done gave the dick to the whole town.
Hold on, but what's the ultimate prize for a woman, right? Than having a man that can have sex with anybody, but is choosing to have sex with you only.
Having a man that love and understand you and want only you. Don't matter who else he can fuck.
But
I don't give a fuck about.
I understand that. I understand that.
Like, what the fuck?
I understand that, but I'm talking about from a sexual perspective, right? Like, for a woman, if you have a man that could literally have any woman, but he chose you, to me, in my perspective, that means you are an ultimate prize, right? And that's how a lot of women think.
Yeah, but you just said also too that we hold the lock. We open up the lock, so technically we have any man we want. So
exactly.
It's
So
vice versa then.
No, right?
Because if you can have any woman you want, and we can have any man.
No, it is vice versa. No, it is vice versa. But what I'm saying is this: no, because there's only a rare few men who can have any woman they want. Every woman can have any nigga they want. So.
Okay, you're talking about the men that can.
No. What
You're
I'm
talking about the men that can have any woman they want. You said there's a rare few men.
No,
talking about
the men, right? But what I'm saying is, if you was a woman who had a man who all the women wanted, and he could have any accessible to any woman, right? And a nigga decided to say, you know what, I'm going to forget all of them girls and choose you. That is putting you on a pedestal. But if you're a man and you have a woman who is around the world, then where's the real prize?
So if you had a woman who had a past, who no longer has a past, you tell me she can't be a prize?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is because y'all are all born with that innate value to have any man you want.
Exactly.
Word.
Yeah, she was married to Kanye for like how long?
Just
and
because a
she
bitch not a
jumped
prize
on to
to
the
you don't
next
mean she
man,
not. Yeah.
like after they divorced.
Kim Kardashian is considered a prize to a million
to be a prize. Every woman can be a prize after a high body count. It does not matter if you have a low body count or a high body count. You can still fix it up.
Yeah, by moving to another
The
town.
whole water the same after you fix that broken vase, no matter how much.
She can still be a prize. She can still be a prize.
I gotta go get that fine.
Same thing with men. Exactly the same way with men. You think like if you fuck at least 50 to 100 bitches and you have that one that you're like, oh, I'll definitely fall in love with her, and she thinks that you're not a prize. She thinks that you're a terrible person because you slept with all of these people, and she's probably genuinely the nicest person you'll ever meet. So you think she's not a prize?
You're trying another 50 to 100 because the thing is.
Okay, so what if you slept with 5 women and they all lived in the same neighborhood, and you found that one woman within that circle that you come back to and say, oh, hey, you know what? I love her personality. I'm going to go out with her. I'm going to take her out on a date. And you decide, oh, hey, she's not a prize because she already slept with a few people. Not only that, with you.
But I think the difference is the fact that the earning factor, right? So it's like a man has to earn his way into screwing any woman, right? He has to earn. Hold on, real quick.
Ask him a question. You gotta ask him a question.
Real quick though, let me cook.
Cool,
a man has to earn his way into kind of getting with any woman, right? Where a woman is born with that value. Women are born with the value of being able to. You could be 360 pounds, and you can have the quarterback of the football team by telling him like, look, meet me in the back right now. You're kind of born with that value. Men have to earn it. So because we earn that value and we forego what we've earned to earn you, it makes it a higher prize. To me, in my opinion, a woman, you're kind of born with that value to screw anybody you want. So the only way it's tantamount or equal, or if there's any equity, is if you decided to not screw a bunch of niggas, even though you were born with that prize. Even though you were born with that prize, you're saying, look, I'm still not going to go out here and screw a bunch of dudes and do whatever the hell I want to, because I have more value and belief in my own self and my own chastity. For men, you become the prize. It's like, damn, she could have had anything, but she chose not to. For women, it's like, damn, he could have had anything, but he chose not to. We had to earn our way into having that anything. You feel me? So as a result, that's why I think it's a little slightly different for body count for men and for women. 9 times out of 10 for men, you have to have earned your way into the right to have anybody. Men ask all the time, what do women want? Women are confusing. We don't know. You know, it's like, you know, we just view you guys and put you on a pedestal to where we don't know how to get into the draws. And like, even if I was to go out tonight and bag Taja or Brianna or Tiana or Quana, damn, y'all names rhyme.
Nah.
Quana, Tiana, Brianna, John. But if I was to take that into any level and say, damn, you know, if I was to bag any one of y'all tonight, I would have to navigate my way into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and be like, damn, I bagged this girl and I kind of, you know, used my game and my power and my whatever, and I was able to hit. For a woman, you don't have to have no game, no power, nothing. All you gotta do is just act promiscuous a little bit, and guess what? You can get any dude in the club. Nigga be with that girl, and if you be like, yo, look, I can guarantee you, it's 100, 200, 300 men in the Lehigh Valley with women, wifeys, that if Quana came up to them in the club, they could be with their wifey or not. If Quana came into the club and said, meet me at Motel 6 at room such and such and so and so.
Meeting at that motel.
Oh, not the
Right.
Motel 6.
Even
worse, though, not even the
That's
Super
the
8. That's crazy.
That they would do what they want to do. You know what I mean? So that's how I think. But I do, I appreciate you guys' opinion. Now we only have 5 minutes left. So before we leave, I want to give everybody a chance to give their final thoughts on the pod. We got 5 minutes left. I'm going to just go in alphabetical order.
If it was alphabetical order, I know I would be in the beginning.
Chronological order. I'm going to start with Brianna. Give your final thoughts on the night. You could talk about anything you got going on. You could talk about what we talked about tonight. You could talk about your no good second baby daddy. I don't care. It's your time. Go ahead.
Okay, so for me, I think, you know what? Let me just say it for another time.
No. But give me your social media, something, whatever.
Oh, I already did my social media in the beginning.
It's your final thought. It's up to you. Go ahead, talk.
So my final thought, I would say, like, you know, it's a two-way street when it comes to like body counts. It's a two-way street when it comes to like creating decisions about, you know, withholding, like, you know, having a child and stuff like that. It's a two-way street. If there's no communication, there's nothing else there. I honestly think, you know, I am still, like, you know, pro-choice.
Yeah, it's not about communication, because communication goes south. Because he could say, I don't want the kid. You say, it's my kid. You're communicating. It doesn't mean, no, it's about agreeing, not communicating, agreeing. You have to agree, okay? You can disagree while you're communicating, so that's not good. It's about agreeing. So, the watcher said, yes, ladies, you too can Kim K. The man is the prize in my parts. Maybe my mind may be all wrong all along. He ain't a man. All women want. That's how he has that perspective. Most that's how he. Most men of value know they are the prize, and women flock. That's true. Women Women unrealistically use Kim K as an example of hoeing and still being influential, missing the whole reason they prop her up to confuse and misguide that impressionable youth. What makes him? Well, I mean, yeah, because Superhead tried to Kim Kardashian, shit didn't work. She was very unsuccessful in that, in what she was trying to do. She's trying to be famous and rich and influential. She failed. Okay, trying to do the whole thing, didn't work at all. What makes them truly special is to deny all the women flocking for one. Facts, joy. The more women you curb, the more desirable you become. All right, so she said two-way street on everything.
As well, but it's like, you know, it's all within you, generally.
Okay, free choice, free will. All right, Taja.
My last.
I mean, Barbie.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, she gave him that
Not
eye.
popping me. I told you she's a thug.
My last word. I know I seem probably real mean. I promise I'm not. I'm a real nice person, but I
Oh.
just have I'm very opinionated. I'm strong-minded. And
Now you can be strong-minded and think they can still be feminine. You did, and I'm not saying like say, well, okay. What I don't do is say no man likes a masculine women. Some men, I know friends that prefer masculine women. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the most vocal men, right? The most vocal men do not value masculine women. So you could be, so everything you just said you are, there's a masculine way to be that, and there's a feminine way to be that. Okay. So everything you just said, that you are. There's a masculine way to express that, and there's a feminine way to express that. Okay. Some of us may believe because you're showing it in a masculine way, it's because of home. All right. Home did that to you. Experiences, you might have seen your mother masculine in a negative way, screaming at her child's father on the phone, at the cable guy, the new boyfriend, or whatever, and you might have just picked that up early in your life. Kids mimic their parents. Okay, but there's nothing that's yeah. So, but you could be a feminine, strong woman also. You could be a masculine, strong woman. Like I said, it's really how you were raised. Other races women raise their daughters to be feminine, strong women. Okay.
I'm not stupid. I'm not ignorant. I listen to other people's opinions, and I feel like a lot of great things were spoken tonight from all parties.
Okay. Well, you can say you're not stupid and all stuff you want, but what really determines intelligence is that when you listen to other opinions, and if they were actually good, then they should shape your opinion. That's what makes you bright and intelligent. Okay. What makes you not bright and intelligent, the opposite of what you say, is to hear all these great opinions, like you said, great thoughts and ideas, and then shut them away and just keep your natural thoughts and opinions coming in. That doesn't make you intelligent. Okay. Life is about evolving and adding it and getting better, progression. You do that by ping-ponging ideas to each other.
So thank you for having me.
Thank you, and we're gonna get you back on. You get a once every other month pass because I need your controversy. I love it. It makes it good TV. All right,
no, she's good, but the other one might be a little better because the other one stepped it up. She's like, you better watch your mother effing mouth. Yeah, the other one, she's good, but the other one gotta definitely get a call back. She said, you better watch your mother. He didn't even say nothing bad. He was like, yo, can you elaborate what vibrational titanium means? She's like, nigga, if you don't watch your mother effing mouth who you talking to, no, she got to come back. She is electrifying, yo. You need that right there. You need that. I be trying to have that. So you lucky because the women that come to my show be modest for the most part. You might get one, you might get one who's like, yeah. you might get one who's no ma'am. But everybody else is like the stereotypical woman, right? Everybody else is like not. But I need more no ma'ams than I can. She's been missing, and I need another no ma'am type of. And remember we had Tatiana. See, but Lovejoy, Miss Tiffany, Jelanda, all these women are like your typical, feminine type. I need that spicy, you dig? Remember, we had the pause definitely that, you dig? So you gotta have one, at least one, to like balance out the show.
It does not make for my
no TV?
good blood pressure. Like what?
Yeah.
It's the
We're
blood.
gonna work on that too.
Yo.
Yeah, I wanted to say like what you said, Barbie, about like how everybody has like their own certain opinions, and it's good to like express like how women feel versus and how men feel on like certain things about like certain perspectives of like gender, and it's just very important to talk about, because you know, like, there's somebody out there that's like just thinking about it and they can't really say much because, you know, they're stuck, or they just don't understand, or they just want to hear somebody else talk about it. And I just like how, like, we were each just voicing our own opinions about like certain topics that needed to be talked about. So
all right, I love it. Thank you so much. Draco, final thought.
I'm sorry I came late, guys. Next time I come back, I'll say some more smarter shit.
Yeah, bro. You definitely got to speak up. Yeah, you should have been there early because the mic check for you ain't good. Like, their mic was loud, your mic is super low.
But Draco the Sage, Catcher Vermin. I quit content creation, so don't hit me up about that shit no more. I'm still a photographer, so if your mom got a birthday party, hit me up.
He said,
double standards are needed, and niggas, if you don't work
hell no, you ain't got one bad stink bone in your body. The watcher said you need a Walmart boosting, cop can kicking, lying denying, then fighting and then crying type people. Hey, listen, what I was gonna show next is exactly that. She's gonna say something typical. The cop gonna check her. See, what happens in Black society is that the children are never raised correctly or raised at all. You dig? So society, law enforcement usually got to give them the first reality check, because the parents, for some reason, they don't want to, like, now the parents will believe, check this out. The parents will believe their upcoming was great and they were great kids. Okay, so the way your mom and dad or mom raised you, it was great, and you became a great person as a result. So why do you raise your kid opposite of the way you were raised? Like, that is the most probably priceless question you can ask anyone. Why do you raise your kid opposite? You got checked, you got disciplined, your kid get nothing. He gets the white boy Johnny in the corner treatment. It doesn't work. And you see those Johnnies who's killing their parents. Now look at Black society as a result of the non-discipline. But anyway, let Jacob go.
Amen. All right, Quana, final thought.
It's your girl Quana Tatted. Follow me on all social media outlets at Quana Tatted. Meet me this Sunday at Tipsy's Bar and Lounge in Allentown, PA for a Halloween party with me and DJ Shy, DJ Focus, and all these beautiful ladies are going to be pulling up this Sunday.
Right.
So if you want to see us in our costumes, make sure you guys pull up. Also, put that nigga on child support if he ain't taking care of his kids.
Clock it.
Everybody should respect their bodies. Diddy ain't shit.
Trump 2025.
Trump 2025.
Hey, don't you say Diddy ain't shit for that DJ Focus. He ready to argue again. He's innocent.
I hope
the hell with the trial.
Has a blessed, amazing night. Follow your dreams. Never give up, and do what works for you at the end of the day.
Now, personally, I don't believe a woman could be Trump. I don't believe it. I'll tell you why in a second. Answer this phone.
That's ultimately, you have to live with your life choices.
All right.
Podcast every Thursday.
Every Thursday night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for coming out. If you on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, or any of our live platforms, we appreciate y'all for coming out. Thanks for everybody who was commenting in the chat. I want to give a big shout out to Brianna, Barbie, got you, Tiana, and Draco, and of course my co-host, Quantitated, the one and only Quantitated. Thank y'all for coming out. We love y'all. We love y'all. Great opinion.
Okay. So because I believe that in order to compensate for what women went through, women was put into power, some deservingly so, and I believe some undeservingly so. Like some old affirmative action type of power. And you see white women 80% benefited from affirmative action. So that means they didn't work hard for the power, just anyway. And I believe hurt people hurt people. I know that. I just believe I know that. And now these women in power have been doing like you said, you see men can do it. Women in power has pretty much collectively done everything to men that they claim men have done to them. Okay, so with that being said, I believe a Trump in power is going to depower a lot of these women in these powerful positions. So that's why I'm not sure. So if I might be wrong, but that's why I'm convinced that I could be wrong. But because I'm convinced of that being the truth, that's why I don't believe women can be for Trump, because then that means they're for depowering themselves, right? But I could be wrong. But that's why I believe that, right? But anyway, so let me show you that Walmart boosting wasn't disciplined by a parent. So as a result, law enforcement got a discipliner type of woman. No, you're not going outside. Okay, you go ahead. You can try. Yeah.
Can't get schedules in sync? Update everyone fast by recording a video with.
On July 23, 2024, officers responded to a call of a shoplifting at a gas station.
And I said, hey guys, I closed the door, so show me everything you take. And they put it here, and then stuff here, water, and yeah, it's here. And water, I don't know where. So I told them, I'm gonna call the police. And
oh, they're gonna have the eyebrows, like hot eyelashes. How you got the eyelashes and you out there boosting? Or allegedly.
They start crossing me like bitch, you know,
Yeah, okay.
that stuff.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
So right now, she told me.
Can you start getting demographics for me, please?
Well, can I speak for myself? Can we speak?
Yeah, we can speak after. I'll get names first.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
So what do you want done with these, with them?
But my boss, he told me, when you have someone like that, just call the police, close the door, and tell them everything happened, and let them do whatever.
Okay.
So.
He can go?
Yeah.
No, he didn't do it.
So you heard he said her boss says, so that means that this shit happens often. This ain't a one-time thing. This is a reoccurring thing. To the boss said, listen, man, don't even argue with animals. Just clock the door and call the cops. All right, listen to how this turns out.
Excuse me, sir.
Not super polite.
Admitted that right or wrong? Did you not admit to that?
So right now, you're gonna stay
No, I'm
here.
asking you why she can't admit to what she said the first time, though. I'm asking why she can't admit.
Are you gonna give me an opportunity to talk, or are you gonna continue?
You see, now also the other issue is that black people largely express how they don't trust cops. Cops are abusive of power, excessive, all those things. So if that is truly the case, okay, if that is truly the case, then you would think that you would expect black folks to tread on water when they speak to armed law enforcement officials who can almost get away with their abusive, excessive force and deadly force. You would think that it'll be trained, and we'll be, hey, tread like we did that much in slavery. Hey, that slave master to cut your damn leg off, man. Don't you run like you tread like oh, don't you back talk. Like you would think we'll do that now. But nope. We claim we believe, oh, I'm scared of cops. You'll see that in most of my videos I show you. We're afraid of cops. Does it sound like right now this woman's afraid of police officers? Talk.
So right now, I'm going to review the security cameras, and then we'll figure out what's all going on. And what you're saying is will be recorded on the security cameras if she said you didn't do anything, all right? So in the meantime, just work with Officer Weaver and Officer Hobart and get your demographics. You're not leaving right now.
Once you try to start an argument, once he talk. So when he talked, he explained to her, we're going to check. If you ain't take nothing, then on camera it's not going to show you took anything. You're free to go. You dig? But once he got done explaining that process, talk. She's trying to haul ass now. Watch this. But watch what she say next when they attempt to detain her.
No. Okay.
And by the way, she has that young face I was talking about. That young face that doesn't look like a grown woman at all. So let me go back so y'all can see. This is a face I was trying to tell my man that I'm not taking serious as a relationship. I can't look at this face in the morning and believe this is an equal partner, like a wife. This chick, her face, this is what I'm trying to say, her face is not fully developed to a grown woman's face. She has in my mind, a little kid face. But my boy, he thinks all men, no matter the age, looks for this right here. I'm like, dude, you might gotta check your Diddy meter. Yeah, yeah, man, you close. Don't you ever get no damn real money, power. All right, so let's go back to the talk. Okay.
You're not leaving right now. No. Okay. Oh. Ah. Always.
727.
Go in. If you want to go in, you can go in.
I don't know what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone or do anything bad for anyone, but at the same time,
What I can do is I can trespass her.
She looks fit, feminine, and fine. You dig? You know, like I said, you can be strong but still be feminine, but you don't have to be. I'm not saying you have to be. I'm just saying like you can. It's a choice.
So that you can't come back. How does that sound?
yeah, that good.
You know ID. That's not your ID to take.
I forgot.
I can't get my ID back.
Oh, let's push it back in here. I don't want to sound the door. Push it in. Push it. Put your hand back. I'm gonna stand in here.
Put your hand behind your back right now.
So they came in there deep in hell to steal. Yeah, they must have just took something and just ran like they do in New York. Now she wants what she's trying to do is okay. What she's trying to do is a tactic that works in the hood. Like when she did something wrong with her relatives, friends, entourage, whatever. What cohorts? What she would do is make a big scene so everybody can forget about why she's the center of attention to start with. Okay, she make a big scene, want to fight somebody that is over. Nobody gets to address her. She's not accountable for the bad action she did to make her the center of attraction. So she's trying it now. She think if I call a big scene like I do at home, that this would just go away and I'll just go home. But no, that's not the case. You're going to be taught how to behave for the first time, and guess what? It's going to have to come through law enforcement.
Yeah, now, bro, get flagged, bro.
Your behavior.
Hey, call my mom because I'm getting my ID back from you, bro. I'm not doing that.
Okay, can I have my ID back and call who? Call her mama. Okay, again, the police officer is going to educate how that works in real life. At home, when you get in trouble, when you bit off more than you can chew, call my mama, and my mama going to support me and fight everybody in the neighborhood. Okay, so she's trying that. Yeah, you will. So she's trying that right now. Call my mama, and she'll make a big scene and get me out of it. Watch the police officer respond.
Bro.
Your behavior.
Hey, call my mom because I'm getting my ID back from you, bro. I'm not doing that.
Now. I'm not calling your mom. You're 18.
There you go. There you go. I still gotta call my mom. Excuse me, man. You're a grown woman now. You're no longer 17, 16, 15, where this shit, you can get a pass. You're 18 now. Okay? I believe she's being detained because they haven't charged her yet. But there's no more call your mom and she come get you and you go home. You're going to jail if we charge you.
I'm
not calling your mom. You're 18.
No, phone to the corner. We have it. You want to stay in here?
Call my mom.
Call my mom.
And almost all these videos I show with like underage kids, like that's like taught behavior. When they get in trouble, it's call my mom. Like, I mean, that is just crazy. But the mom just tell them that you get in trouble, have them call me.
No, we're not calling anybody.
I don't care. Am I doing it now? I want to feel out of touch. I don't want no damn fight for me. I want to be out of touch with you.
And of course, you had a big. Now, women got this misconception where only women police officers can search them for weapons. Okay, so let me help you out on this live right here. There are certain parts of your body that a male police officer can't open palm search.
This is a police officer.
Yeah, it's a police officer. Okay.
No.
Yes.
This is a free car. It's
Yeah.
so dangerous.
Yes. Yeah. So dangerous. That's right. Okay. So.
So dangerous that car is dangerous.
Yes. So. But.
It's the car. It's dangerous.
That's a police car. So, but what they can do is pat you down anywhere in your body with the back side of their hand. You know why? Because they will rather risk a inappropriate touching claim than to put you in their car where you possibly hit a gun or a knife that can kill an officer or more. That's why. So you don't get a free pass. They ain't gonna just stand around you until a woman cop come or clock in and they just no. You're not getting in a police car as while you're being charged without being searched for weapons. I'm telling you right now, this is to be clear. You're not getting into an officer police car without being searched for weapons. Nobody.
I'm not required to have one. Have a seat in the car. No, if nothing, sit down in the car. No, you can't. Sit in the car now. You're under arrest.
Oh, okay. She's really done now. Now you're under arrest. So you're going to jail. So y'all let Juvie or your mom pick you up at the station, that's out. You're going to be in a cell with a mugshot, you be fingerprinted, and you got a charge now. Now, hopefully for her, the charge is something light where she could, get past this and continue a career sometime in the future. But this is the problem, a lot of y'all be playing and y'all raise y'all kids to play. But certain charges, man, Michelle Alexander told you, certain charges, you don't need to go to jail for a lengthy time. The charge itself is going to withhold you from getting around the lights. Certain apartments ain't gonna mess with you. Background checks everywhere. And some jobs, like you might not get a job at Walmart, depending on then your pay might reflect your charges. So they might even justify paying you less than everybody else because of your charges.
Sit in the car. Sit in the car. Sit. I'm sitting in the car.
Okay, now I don't know what number I'm on, but here's another rule. Stop debating officers. Okay, you don't debate officers. You debate the judge. Okay, that's who you debate. The judge or the DA. You don't debate prosecutors. Those people you sit there and debate. You don't debate on the side of the street. Once they say you're arrested, like there's really nothing much you can do to get out of the arrest. But if there was a chance you could talk yourself out of an arrest, like I did, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did.
Daddy,
okay.
I did that.
Yeah. I'll talk myself out of arrest. I wasn't behaving like this.
It's lying.
Right?
Daddy.
Yes.
It's lying.
Yeah, she crying.
I will get in the car and I call my mom back. Don't grab me.
He came to snatch her. Yeah. So I was explaining this either on a live or on a phone. I was explaining how these police officers are not equipped to handle anybody that don't want to get in the car. It is so hard for, like, if you watch my lives as much as you should, you'll see that police officers always struggle with getting a person in the car when they don't want to be in the car. Okay, and now watch this be nothing different. I never watched this whole thing. She's compliant, but if she wanted to still fight, I bet you they couldn't close that door. Like they got to threaten to tear gas her, mace her, or hit her with the gun, the yellow gun.
It's lying.
Yeah.
I'm not calling any.
But he didn't just do the hand up, did he?
You're under arrest.
They got a police note. I never see that. The last.
You're detained for an investigation. You're not snatching your ID out of my hand.
Wait, what did he say?
You're detained for an investigation. You're not snatching your ID out of my hand.
All right, so now there's mixed messages. He said she's under arrest, and now she's detained. So that officer got to make his mind up, because that also could benefit her. because that matters. Because when you're under arrest and you don't give up ID, that's a charge. But when you're detained and don't give up ID, that's not a charge. Okay? So, because you don't have to give up ID, you're just being detained. Only when you're under arrest. So that miscommunication with Officer Dillon, that can work out in her favor if they had. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but it could play out well for her in court if she has a lawyer.
Thank you. You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I noticed. No. And I'm telling you no. No.
There's being trespassed?
Yes.
Both of them?
Yes. He said you got his info?
Yeah,
or
I'm in the
was
middle
it
of getting it when that happened.
Okay. If you finish.
There's trespassing for you if you want.
Ain't nothing wrong with telling you to call my mama. I can call my mama. I have to call my mama. Bitch, I can use
Yeah, look how young that face look. This girl disrespecting them, but that's all home training. Yeah, she said that. That's all home training.
Okay. If you finish.
And she learned at home.
There's trespassing for you if you want.
Ain't nothing wrong with telling you to call my mama. I can call my mama. I have to call my mama. Bitch,
Yo.
I can use my phone call to call my mama.
She had to slob on the side of her mouth to spread the white yellow spit inside of her mouth. Something I could call my mama. Oh my God.
Mama, you call my mama.
If you finish.
There's trespassing for you if you want.
Yeah, don't it sound like she's spitting bars? I can call my mama. Yeah, that's gonna be a hook of a song. Yeah, I'm about to sample that right there and make some money, yo.
Ain't nothing wrong with telling you to call my mama. I can call my mama. I have to call my mama. Bitch, I can use my phone call to call my mama.
Hey, yo, I swear that is a hook, yo. That is a hook of a song. I promise you. Yeah, okay, try.
It's fine.
Yeah, she crying. I promise you, if somebody made that a hook, that will go ham. Hold on.
If you finish.
There's trespassing for you if you want.
All right. I'm trying to catch it. Okay. What happens if I slow it down? Yo, that could be a hook of a song. I'm gonna slow it down.
Ain't nothing wrong with telling you to call my mama. I can call my mama. I have to call my mama. Bitch, I can use my phone call to call my mama. Dumbass.
Now it sounded better. All right, I'm gonna speed it up now. The slow down didn't work. It didn't hit the same.
Yep.
Let me speed it up.
We're still getting it when that happened.
Okay. If you finish.
There's trespassing for you if you want.
Sped it up.
Ain't nothing wrong with telling you to call my mama. I can call my mama. I have to call my mama. Bitch, I can use my phone call to call my mama.
No. Regular speed was the best. Regular speed is a. Ooh, man, I might get back in this booth. You know? Yeah, regular speed, yo. This is a hook.
Ain't nothing wrong with telling you to call my mama. I can call my mama. I have to call my mama. Bitch, I can use my phone call to call my mama.
Hey, you got a song to be called "Call My Mama." Yeah, I'm telling you, yo, I'm telling you, that was fire.
I can call my mama. I have to call my mama. Bitch, I can use my phone call to call my
Yeah, I
mama.
wish I could play a beat when I get flag. Yo, I'm so
I have to call my mama. Bitch, I can use my phone call to call my mama. Dumbass. I can call my mama. I have to call my mama. Bitch, I can use my phone call to call my mama. Dumbass.
Yo, she went, yo.
Are you in
That
school
is a
or what are you
song.
doing now?
Call my mama. That's the hook.
Well, the upcoming year.
You better call my mama. Call me drama. I don't know, man. I might come up with a little, yo, let's do something with that right there.
What do you want to do?
Well, I want to be a lawyer.
Yeah?
Yeah. But not dealing with this BS.
Okay. So she looking about 18 or damn stuff. It's like the minimum 17. All right, listen, I ain't trying to kill nobody's dream. But it looks like you're legal. So your friend is 18, you gotta be somewhere close. You're boosting. You're most likely out of high school or you're in your last year, okay? But you want to be a lawyer. See, I'm trying to say, like nobody's talking to these kids. Why does a police officer gotta ask her for the first time in like 10 years, what do you want to do with your life? Why nobody's asking her? Because has she told her mom that or her aunt that or friend that, cousin that, neighbor that, they're like, oh, come on, man. Let's get you this last tech degree. Let's get you this or certification. Let's get you this nail tech certification. You want to do what? Nah, let's get you some licensing to do hair. You got to give this chick a reality check. What you want to be? All right, okay. Anyway, man, look, man. They hiring for a cashier right now in Walmart. You gotta just be honest with some of these people.
Bro, you need to sit down. No, I don't. I don't got to.
He said, I can call my mama, bitch. I can use my one phone to call my mama. I can call my. Yeah, that is a hook. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, Focus, if you still watching, bro, I would think about sampling that and have one of those. Hey, Focus, look, bro. I compare you to the baby, right? But the baby has songs like Suge, where he's just having fun. Suge, they call me Suge. Focus. Just have a fun song. Watch that shit go ham. That hook right there, Call My Mama, with her saying it, because look, this is public. Yo, this is free. Like, not from this video, but if you go ahead and file the same shit to get this video, this video, that's yours. That's your copy. It's free to the public, so it's not copyrighted. I'm trying to say. And once you got it, it's yours, and you could use this hook for like a fun song, like a fun hood anthem. Like, I need a project chick. I need a hood rap chick. Yeah, yo, that right there. Call My Mama. Stop.
Hey, bro, you don't have nothing to hold me for. Is it because I'm black and pretty and you're ugly?
Yeah, now that could be a sample somewhere in a song, probably the outro. Yo, this chick got bars.
Has nothing to do with that.
Clearly it is. I'm black and pretty and you're ugly. You hold me for. Is it because I'm black and pretty and you're ugly?
Has nothing to do with that.
Clearly
Not with that white slaw right there.
I'm black and pretty and you're ugly.
Yeah, that could be like during the outro.
Nothing to do with that.
Clearly it is. Clearly it is. Clearly it is.
This here is a civil thing. It's not a big deal. Okay, disappears after 1 year.
Black and pretty.
All right, but just don't get yourself involved any further. All right, and you'll be fine.
Tell him.
You had the right to touch me, bro. I felt violated. If I felt sexual harassed or any type of assault, I can make that into a report.
Okay.
Yeah. She had. You could tell she had. And this is unfortunate, but you could tell that she has zero mature conversation with adults. Like zero. That's my serious conversation she had. It could be about what you want to do in life in the future. It could be about politics. It could be about whatever. You could tell that she had, like, and this is most black people, not just her. Most black youth, they don't have too many serious conversations. As DJ Focus in this shop, like, and even like the older people, like 25, even 30, some of their first serious conversation be in DJ Focus shop for the first time. Whether it's politics, whether it's like kids, having kids, family, all this stuff he's talking about in the show. Like, sometimes when they come into his shop, that's that person's first time having an intellectual conversation that actually matters.
And I will report it. But after this investigation over, you're going to see that I ain't do nothing wrong. You're going to let me go.
Well, you should have thought about that.
I mean, well, damn. I mean, so you in a car for nothing? That's even worse. Like, I would rather not be in handcuffs. I would rather not be screaming and yelling, making hooks to a song. And I would just, she's crying. And I would rather you just do the investigation. I just go home. So now, if they do it and you didn't steal nothing, you didn't win. You lost. You're in the back of a police car in a dash cam where we're all watching you laughing. How's that a win for you?
You go after this investigation over, you gonna see.
Oh my God, this is 3 days ago. This got 685,000 views. Sister, you are literally viral. In 3 days, getting up to almost 3/4 of 1 million views. That's crazy. You went viral.
See, I didn't do nothing wrong, and I'm getting go back to my child. That's all I've been trying to do.
You got you ain't got a child, do you? You have a child? Nobody talked you out of that? Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Her parents, her society failed her. Look how she behaves and talks. And she want her mother. She by her actions, she's a little kid. And you have a kid?
You gonna see I didn't do nothing wrong, and I'm getting go back to my child. That's all I've been trying to do.
Oh my God, this woman, young girl, teenager, she's 18. She didn't even know that she goes to jail. She didn't even know that, they're not obligated to call her mom anymore. And she has a kid. Wait, first of all, why would you want your mom to be called if you're a grown adult? And you're a mother. She has a kid. Who want to bet me? 100% single parent. 100% single parent. Her mindset, and she has a child. Hopefully, goddamn, I would say hopefully in a boy, but damn, if it's a girl, it's doomed too. I mean, this is just sad. Yeah, in her case, the way focus is against abortion, that's probably how I'm against like foster care. Right. But in her case, yes, give that child. You don't need to be with that child. Not right now.
Roll dance going on.
Okay. So is she getting arrested?
I got to talk to the other officer and see what she did that caused him to put her in handcuffs. Okay.
Okay.
I was fixing to do it because of her attitude, the way she was. I was concerned that she might try to strike out at me or one of the other guys.
That's why before y'all got here, I kept trying to calm her down, bro.
I didn't do anything wrong. You grabbed my ID. I asked for my ID back. You tried to say I tried to snatch it. I just asked for my ID back. I literally put my hand out and then I touched it. You snatched it back down.
You touched it. But why do you think you trying to say like the black people in America who believe cops are so violent, so vicious, so racist? Why do we have zero training on how to interact with police officers who are so dangerous that shoot you for holding a pot of boiling water? Like, why do we have zero training? You would think that, I know during the Black Panthers, if the original Black Panthers, if they were around right now, I'm sure they'll like have conventions where they're like teaching black folks how to interact with these devils, right? These quote unquote devils, these culture vultures, all these crazy ass terms. Like I'm sure we would have the Black Panthers would have a way to interact with police officers if they so devilish and so violent. Why is there no one way to deal with them? If they could just kill you for nothing, and we still behave like this.
What did you say? It's all on your camera. And your camera wasn't recording, gonna see that I touched my ID. You snatched it down there trying to say, oh, you snatched from me. Bitch, it's my shit. I didn't snatch shit from you. I don't have no reason to snatch from nobody. Fuck, bitch.
You're under arrest.
For what? For what?
Destruction.
What did I destroy?
I'm laughing because I promise you, he wouldn't have said that had she would never run her mouth. Because it looks like she probably don't have nothing on. It looks like she probably put it back, right? So the police officer really don't want to arrest her or can't arrest her. But the fact that she's running her mouth, I promise you, she's annoying him and cussing him out. And he's right now trying to figure out, he's hoping she say something that can charge her with or, criminate herself. He's hoping she just do something like that, but she's not. So he's like, yo, what the hell can I, obstruction? Because police officers know how poor black people are collectively. So any charge, we're not going to fight it. We're just going to do it. We're not getting a lawyer. We're going to get it. We're going to cop the plea. So it's an obstruction charge. She'll go to court, cop a plea, get some less, but pay like $2,000. But like I'm telling you, most likely her just running her mouth in the back of that car got her arrested for obstruction charge. Obstruction, like that's like really a hard charge to prove on somebody unless they're like really doing the most. And she really ain't doing the most. She's running her mouth, but I seen worse. She's not really doing the most, but that officer is fed up. He's pissed off. And he just like, yo, listen, obstruction. And I'm telling you, she got that because she's running her mouth recklessly.
My investigation.
No, I did not. You lied on my mom. You just lied, bro. You just lied on me in the head, bro. You just lied on me, bro. You literally just sat up here and lied on me, bro. You just sat up here and lied on me, bro.
You're mad. I'm sorry. Whoever your baby dad is, I know your baby dad. I know he ain't shit. Yeah, I know he ain't shit.
Lie, bro. Why are you lying on my name, bro? Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, I don't know what's
The next live probably tomorrow. I'm trying to do them early, but I keep waking up early as hell, like 3 in the morning. Then I go back to sleep. It's over. I wake up late. But I'm trying to get live going 7 a.m. for my UK people out of overseas family. It did because hour like 3 a.m. Or I'm sorry, hour 7 a.m., 8 a.m. is like there, like I think like 3 p.m. some shit like that. So I'm still trying to get going early live. And no, tomorrow's a wrap. No, actually, yeah, it's a wrap. Damn, got to Saturday. I got some classes to do. But anyway, Monday, or I don't know, one of these days, I'm gonna try to get going early live. But I'm not going late to work because I like to almost neglect my child. I gotta do some fun stuff with him. So that's why I don't really do late lives anymore like that.
Oh, but I didn't do nothing wrong. Yo, just got still going on. I didn't do nothing wrong, so I don't understand how am I under arrest for doing nothing. I didn't do nothing.
But I'm still going to be talking about the music industry, the good, the bad, the ugly. But I want to focus on the locks because I already exposed them from my last live. I already exposed them. Like they were lying on Diddy as far as their contract. They were making accusations. He really could sue them, but they were in debt. So like nothing he could sue them for. You dig? But they was really defaming him. They were saying he stole from them, and he literally didn't. So anyway, because they was on Hot 97, Wendy Williams, Angie Martinez show, like defaming him. So he came on and argued with them, and they really couldn't. They really couldn't pinpoint what he stole. They really didn't. Then they started just ad hominem attacking him. You dig? So he ended up coming back. He ended up coming back on Hot 97 to go over the Locks contract. Now I forgot about that. But you know how YouTube is. When you click on certain videos, it'll suggest other linking videos. So I came across that, like, oh shit. So we got the contract. And yeah, I know the last live I did, I was going over, not the last live yesterday, I was going over some of the contracts that's normal. That the public, so an artist would say, hey, look at this contract, it's bad. And we don't know any better. We never signed an entertainment contract. So we like, yeah, it must be bad. But we don't know what's normal. So I exposed yesterday that the contracts that Locke signed and most new artists sign, these are normal contracts. Yeah, of course you can negotiate a better deal, but if you don't, it's a normal contract. It's a normal. Let me say this: it's a normal offer. The contract they first get is a normal contract. Just like you go for a job, you're gonna get a normal pay rate, right? And you can negotiate why you deserve more. That's what entertainment lawyers do for you. You dig? Or if you got somebody who is on your behalf in the industry, they will argue for a better contract, or something like that. Like, so it looks like the Locks signed a 10-year contract, but they could have argued for a 7-year, 5-year. They would have won because, but hey, stop. Because the Locks wasn't a normal new artist coming in. Like Diddy, he's Puffy during my time. Diddy knew how much they could bring to bat. And I'm telling you, like if they had an entertainment lawyer to represent them, they would have had like a 5 to 7 year contract with Diddy because he knew they were valuable. That's why he put them on so many different tracks. Artists did. Mace was a huge artist at that time. Y'all don't know. Mace was damn near like Drake. Then he had Biggie, and Biggie's like Drake. Then he had Lil Kim, and she was like Nicki Minaj. So he had like 3 of the hottest, the biggest artists, definitely on the East Coast. Definitely on the East Coast. He had 3 of the biggest artists on the East Coast. Lil Kim, Mace, and Biggie. And he had Locks feature on all 3 of their tracks. And all 3 of those tracks went crazy. So they got national attention before they even dropped the single themselves. And then when they did drop an album, it was number 3 on the billboards. It went platinum. They ain't see that since. And that was the first album on Bad Boy. It went platinum, number 3. They ain't see nothing. It sold 1 million copies, over 1 million copies, and they ain't see nothing like that since Diddy. So like they never was able to prove how they were able to be more successful on Diddy. And guess what? Every project they dropped, it went worse and worse collectively as a group. Every album they dropped as a group, because Puffy had them do an album as a group. So, but every album they did as a group after Diddy, worse and worse. So that the album after Diddy, the Rough Riders, 500,000 gold. The next album, and it was like number 5. The next album, number 54, Wood. Next album, 100. They number 154, Wood. The next album after that wasn't even charted. Like whoever put that out, Rock Nation, they just lost money. Let them let these niggas go. So, so Diddy is. So I'm gonna play a video to sometime. I don't know about tomorrow, but sometime I get a chance. I keep getting this Friday, but I'm gonna play a video where Diddy goes over their contracts and show what they signed. You're not forced on a contract. You can negotiate for terms and conditions that you think you can meet.
I gave you my name. I gave you my mama number. All that. So what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Because I didn't do nothing wrong, bro. I didn't do nothing wrong, bro. I didn't do nothing wrong. You still trying to say I did, but I didn't do nothing.
Resisting an officer. Resisting an officer. Burglary. Resisting an officer. You have.
See, burglary. Look. You see, that's not really thrown out. But you see, burglary. See, all because you ran or you're not going to win. Like, we're in Black society. Do we believe arguing with a cop, we win? We win. What example do we have where we win arguing with a cop? It's either more trumped up charges or a bullet.
A pattern of behavior here.
Bitch, you lying. Oh, you lying, bro. 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 You lying, bro.
Oh, that's another hook. You lying, bro. Yo, this chick is putting out some hooks. So now the next song is You Lying, Bro. I see you. Go. Yeah. So, damn. You lying, bro. The next hook.
Not under arrest for that, bro. You lying, bro. You lying, bro. You lying, bro. You lying, bro. I'm not under arrest for that.
I'm trying to tell you, yo. I'm trying to do something with this. Because I got to do it my damn self. The first one is Call My Mama. Yeah, I might try to low-key go viral on TikTok. I'm telling you, I'm going to have her like a silhouette with her in the background of my video of me just like bobbing my head with a trap beat while she's saying, you lying, bro, you lying, bro, you lying. Yeah, I'm trying to say, I'm going to go viral. I'm going to be like the oldest new rap artist ever.
Doing lying, bro, you lying, bro, you lying, bro. You lying, bro. I'm not under arrest for not doing shit, bro.
Well, I appreciate you working with us.
Yeah, first of all, as far as the hood status, that's never a good thing. Also say, I appreciate you working with us.
She would have been calm. She would have wound up getting one of these pieces of papers and walking away.
I told you. I said her mouth brought her to jail.
If I snatch my ID, why you still have my job? Come on now. Let's talk about it.
I don't want to talk.
If I snatch my ID, why
I want to talk about it.
Here? You never read me none of my rights.
Correct.
So guess what? I could sue you for that.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
I don't have any questions for you.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Before you